insane dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Hello and good morning from me and my mean smirk and my one chin that I have. How the hell are you? Okay, you guys, so apparently yesterday Foodie Beauty had a cam slip and it's bad. Whatever you thought she looked like, I'm sure 99% of you have seen this photo by now. We're eventually going to get to it in a few minutes, but it is so fucking bad. She looks like a sumo wrestler, but not a fit sumo wrestler. I'm talking about with the bun. Uh, I know there's some really, really fit sumo wrestlers, and that's a sport. Actually, my boyfriend loves watching sumo. But anyways, I'm saying she doesn't look like a good one, okay? And then she has a poop bun, Amberlynn Reed style, but it's not really enough hair to put in it. And then her hairline is receding like 9 inches back. And she sits around nude while she's live streaming. That's why she's off camera, because she sits around in the nude or half nude. She's in lingerie, but eating. And then she has a giant herp on her lip. People thought that was food. No, that's a something. It's angry, whatever it is. I think the herp, I think she stopped taking her Valtrex or whatever it is she needed to take. But anyways, let me say hello to you guys. And then we have so much to talk about on Twitter. I was going to do all of Twitter from like the past basically 4 days because I feel like it's been a while since we've been there. But I can't necessarily wait to show you guys the shit show. So I think we're going to start with yesterday's stream, rages, all that stuff, and on. Hello, Rainbow. Joe, you better put up some kind of warning. Okay, this is the warning. If you don't want to vomit, I don't know, come back later. Don't eat while watching this. But if you want to laugh, please stay because I will be laughing hysterically. It was so weird. Okay, so yesterday I did try to come back. Here's the thing. I knew I could pull off the dispensary bees in the meantime, so I showered really fast. Me and my sister went to the dispensary. Then we went to the nicotine vape shop. And then I got home and I tried my vapes. And one of them tasted like they put cat piss in it. That's the best way I could describe it. It wasn't even vapable. If you've ever tasted a burnt coil, I think that's what was happening with it. It's a taste you won't forget, and it stays in your mouth the whole day. Anyway, so then I had to go back and take it back. And then I came back and I tried to go on, and it was just an ordeal. So I was like, fuck it. I know they'll understand. We'll recap it in the morning. And if she goes live today, we'll try and snipe. Okay. Now, where's my phone so I can say hi to you guys? Hold on. Hello, Rainbow Road. Did I say hi? I think I said hi to you. I started to, and then I got distracted. Rainbow Road. Callie, which I think is you, Leah. Hello, Leah. Andrea, Nicole, Mrs. C. Joe, good morning. And hi, Breezy. Glad I caught alive. I hope you and your family are doing well. Blessings from Israel. And I thought of you the other day. I started watching this documentary. Oh my God, and now the name is leaving my mind. And I'm not trying to trigger you or anything. I'm just trying to tell you, like, I thought of you because you said how that day affected you. And I don't think people necessarily know unless they go looking for more, right? So I think the documentary, was it called They Will Dance? It was so, oh my gosh. You got firsthand experience of what the people went through that day, and they just wanted to dance. They just wanted to dance. Anyways, I love you, and I'm sending so much love, so many blessings, and so many prayers to Israel. Let me continue saying hi. Andrea, good morning to you. Girly girl, morning, guys. I'll be lurking while working. Okay. Have a good day at work. Happy to keep you company. Good morning, Eric. Nicole, I'm playing your video. I pinned it to my profile so we could play it for Eric. Good morning, Candy. I hope you have fun at the coffee shop. Okay, get whatever you get, but get whipped cream on it for me, okay? Get whipped cream. Good morning, Lori and Ruby. Hello, hello. All right, I think I'm all caught up. Hello, Mike. I learned a while ago not to attempt eating while watching Chantal. Yeah, she's good for that. You know, what I will say, what I will say is there's not many good things that she's done on here, but I think she inspired a lot of us to not want to become her. So I know since watching her, like I dropped weight. I know a bunch of people are doing like weight loss surgery, diets, they're walking more, working out more. Whatever makes you feel good and whatever makes you feel strong and beautiful, keep doing it. Do what Foodie Beauty refuses to do because I promise you guys, life is so beautiful. It really is. It's not perfect, but when you fully get to experience it, it's an amazing thing. And you never want to hide behind something again. You never want to, I don't know, overindulge again. I know for me, even during COVID, there was a time where I was eating too much, but I was fucking bored. I was bored, and all I had to do was stay stuck inside. But I felt like shit, right? And it became this thing where it was like I'd sneak to the cabinet to go get more chips, and it just felt like this dirty little secret I was keeping. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Anyways, all right. I didn't share my screen, did I? Hello, Cindy. Plus, your voice is more pleasing. I hope the audio's okay. I didn't want to bother with my AirPods today. You know, I'm in a good mood and I didn't feel like fighting with them. Sometimes they just don't want to connect to my laptop. So I'm using I think they're Anchor. I mean, I like them. It's like, Lily. Oh, Lily. No, I'm excited to see you, but I felt so bad for you yesterday. I didn't mean to be like, oh, Lily. I was watching shit go down and I wanted to run in and take you out of there and protect you. And you had no right to be ganged up on like that in Chantal's chat. No right whatsoever. You genuinely cared about her. You didn't choose sides. You made it very clear that you like us over here, but you also like Chantal and you just want to see her happy. And the way they ganged up on you, it was dirty. It felt like junior high. All for speaking the truth about Tracy. So if you guys don't know, yesterday everybody was talking about in Chantal's chat saying like, "Where's Lily? I really hope she's okay." And Chantal was acting like she was concerned. Well, Lily comes in and says, "Hey, like I still listen. I just don't necessarily feel comfortable chatting here anymore." I don't want to speak for you, Lily, but I believe you said something along the lines of you come from a mixed family and you don't want to hang out somewhere where you don't feel welcome. So Tracy had made a comment, I believe, in was it Rev's chat saying that America is for white people? And for whatever reason, she's denying that she said that. She said that she would never say something like that, but Lily didn't even call her out directly. She just said, I don't want to hang out somewhere where I don't feel comfortable. And then it turned into this whole thing, and I watched a group of women gang up on Lily. It was dirty. Nice profile pic. Thank you, Bethany. Oh, thank you, Lily. I like you too, and I don't like a lot of people, so it's honestly, I did not even name names, but they knew who it was. Well, they knew who it was for a reason, right? And here's the thing, too. If Tracy didn't say it, she would have just said, that wasn't me, and moved on. But the fact that she was so adamantly, no, I would never say, bitch, yes, you would say something like that. And the more people deny, and make a scene, it's like, you did really say that, right? You did. You're not doing what you think you're doing, Tracy. Anyways, we love you, Lily. I don't know. I didn't like how that went down. Just know that you're always safe and welcome here, okay? It is messed up. Hey, Ma, good to see you. Pickle. All right, let's go to Twitter, you guys. I think I've yapped enough. Uh, we have a lot to cover. But like I said, I'm going to skip the glass and the toe shit. I mean, at this point, we all know it's there. It's not leaving. She still has slugs. So I'm going to try and make it a little bit better. All right, is that background too distracting for you? Hold on. Tell me if you guys see something really fast. I need you to look at this background before we get to Twitter. Look at this background for 10 seconds. So I uploaded it because I thought it was lava. And then I was like, well, it's kind of fallish too, right? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a bunch of pumpkins floating in space. But then you keep looking. Are these eyeballs and are they blinking? Do you see them blink? Okay, all right, enough of this. So I will never be using that background. Just FYI, I don't need things blinking at me while I'm trying to talk about Chantal and her 8 chins. So they were flashed yesterday. She has maybe 9 of them, not even 8. I think she has 9. And there's no neck. It's just straight chins, and they're sitting on her chest. But eventually we're going to get to that. Okay, so we're going to lead up to everything yesterday. She was in Pete's chat the night before. Apparently, he works doing what is it? Cold calling? I think that's what it's called. So he auto dials random numbers every 14 seconds, and he has to say the same speech 400 times. And this is what Foodie replied: "I'll do that for 18 an hour." No, you would not. No, you would not. That's hilarious because instantly I thought of that picture when I saw her. This chat, Yaba, chat nice to me, even when I was a geezer. Yaba's so nice. I like Yaba's chat. Well, Tweet Tea scared me off one day. I went to hang out there and she was like going insane about me being in Shani's chat. But aside from Tweet Tea, everybody else seems lovely. It's a good time. It's not hate 24/7. That's the best way I can describe it. I know if I want to click on Yaba's stream, I can laugh. If I'm in a shitty mood, I'd click on Yaba over FFG because I don't know. I want to be out of my shitty mood, not contribute to it, if that makes sense. Anyways, Foodie says she would do that for 18 an hour. We know she wouldn't. Pete hates his new job. Foodie's all up in his chat. She says, LMAO Scraper, Jubilee is a clout chaser. Who's Jubilee? Sassy Cat said, so Pete's had a stream that is titled, Well, Work Sucks. And Foodie Beauty is in there all over his chat like a fat girl on a Nashi. Or like Foodie chasing an ice cream truck. Anyways, people were talking about her profile picture. I don't know if I showed you guys this. There was a lot of different renditions happening. Why do I see Joe Exotic as a child? Do you see it? I don't like that picture. All right, hold on. I want to see if there's anything over this way. Nope. All right. Uh, where should we start? Why am I acting like I don't know where we should start? Okay, so anyways, always try and set videos with the children in the thumbnail gain far more views. She's using PDFs to get that bag. Foodie, shame on you. Perfect example of why you should not have a child as your profile picture. You flashed your audience last night while you were sitting in lingerie eating. You're fucking weird, chick. Acting weird. Look at this picture. Welcome to your worst nightmare. This is kind of amazing. This is my daily reminder. If you don't have Grok downloaded on your phone, you should. You can make all kinds of fun videos and pictures. And they're not, Grok isn't as polite as Chat GPT. Like there was a time I was using Chat GPT to like do changes on things I wanted as far as Chantel, and they'd say, "This is bullying and harassment," or "That's not very nice," and like they were so fucking sensitive. And then they would take a picture that I sent of literally her live screen, and they make live screen. That's actually what it should be titled. But then they would make it like prettier and make her look better and take off 300 pounds. Grok is shady as fuck. I love Grok. Too skinny. She is still too skinny. You know, that's what my boyfriend always says. I always send him my thumbnails when I'm making him. I usually send them to Aaron and my boyfriend, and he's always like, "She's too skinny." And then I'll make her still too skinny, have her at 600 pounds. Nope, she's still too skinny. Croc is fun. I never use any of that stuff. What do you think the best one to try out is? Like, are you doing it just for fun? I would do Grok. But if you want to create, see, and Grok is, well, I think it's free for me because I pay for Twitter. But I don't know if there's a fee actually. So somebody who doesn't pay for Twitter, let me know. But okay, so Grok I have a lot of fun with. There's no waiting, which I love. Sometimes Chat GPT makes you wait forever for things. There's no waiting. Like they send you shit instantly. Sometimes I have questions on my medical reports, like my MRIs and stuff that I read before I go see my surgeon, and it'll tell me those things. Sometimes I have questions I want to ask my doctor, and I'll type things into Grok. But if you want to create, then Canva has an AI element in there, and there's all kinds of fun stuff. But I think that's like $15.99 a month. So it really just depends what you're looking for. I would say Grok is fun, and Grok you can use when you need to talk to your doctor, or if you have questions about things before you see them, or even if I have questions doing paperwork, I'll just ask Grok. I'm like, "What does this mean? What is da 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 da?" And it's awesome. Anyways, my rant about Grok is over. Let's get to more foodie stuff. I've actually heard of Gemini, not really ever seen Grok because I'm never on Twitter. I think the Gemini's through Google. It doesn't let me do anything that I want to do. So I don't know if they're more strict. I don't know. There was like 3 times that I tried it and it was like, "We cannot complete requests." And I'm like, "Well, fuck you. I'm going back to Grok." Season said, oh wait, what is this? Annie Pooh said, "So now she thinks she's got a broken hip. Salad, just dump her off in the desert for the love of God." And Season said, "No." Add it to the list. Pretty sure she would be screaming in pain if true, but I've never broken anything. Maybe others in Girl World can confirm. Would she not be crying and in severe pain? I had a family member break a hip and they couldn't walk. They were on the floor when it broke and they could not get up. They couldn't walk, and they were crying until they got to the ER and they were medicated. It's very painful. If she had a broken hip, there's no way she would be waddling around, getting up every 2 seconds to get more food. No, I've never had a broken hip, but I could just go based on experience. I don't think you can put any pressure on the fucking leg. It wouldn't hold, right? Anyway, she doesn't have a broken hip. But I thought this was funny because I saw this tweet of Angel Demon Chantal right after the "just leave her off in the desert" salad. So I'm just going to play this and go full screen. "Aren't you exhausted?" tweeted this. Oh my gosh, September 3rd of 2024. I think this is probably the best thing I have done to date. Somebody who has fuck you money and who always dreamed about doing a mural on your ceiling with angels, please do this. Please. If I had fuck you money, I would do it tomorrow. I would, just because I would get so much joy from this. Oh my gosh, the ideas I have. When I win the lotto, I will have Foodie Beauty angels on my ceiling. She's probably having sciatica issues, true. Kripta, hey! She would be in so much pain. I had a broken toe, finger, hand throughout the years. Yeah, broken bones. It's awful. I broke a small toe once during the summer of COVID, and you can't do anything for a broken toe. I don't know if anybody else has long toes like me. I've had so many broken toes in my life. I don't know, they're just so easy to break. They are. I've had well, broken toes. I've had a broken collarbone. There's evidence of my back being broken at some point in my life, so there's that. I've had a broken nose. The broken collarbone, for some reason, I think was the most painful thing. It hurt to breathe. I don't know. Has anybody else out there ever broken your collarbone? It hurt to breathe. It hurt to move. It hurt to be awake. And I remember that. I think I was like 7 when I broke it, maybe 8. I don't know. I was in Girl Scouts. People need to put that up to keep the sleep. Yes, I agree. I have tiny little toes. I love that. I wish I had cute little feet. I always was a little bit jealous that my sister, she's like a size 6.5 in some shoes and a 7 in some shoes. I'm a size 10. I'm a size 10. But in my defense, I'm tall and she's closer to the ground. She's 5'2". So I feel like taller people, we just have bigger feet because it needs to carry us, right? So we don't just fall over. Do we really need to see Tracy spurging out on this yet? I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. I don't actually like that term, so I don't know why it came out. Um, so I apologize. Anyways, this is her freaking out. Tracy TX said, "Hi, Iron Blue. I saw you in Amber's live." Why does she pay attention to who's in everybody's live? Was it Tracy who brought up yesterday that Lily isn't Lily in Breezy's chat? Okay, Iron Blue. So why did you lie and say you wasn't in her live? Iron Blue says it's okay. I seen what you said about me. You're not her mod, so I'm allowed to ask questions. Why would you go into a reaction channel and say they have nice boobs? Iron Blue asked. Because that was the truth. And what did you said about rarity is not, Tracy said. Iron Blue said it wasn't about rarity. You're making things up. Tracy said, not me on Rev's channel. Oh, hell no. So I did see Tracy said that HRH, no, not Tracy, somebody in Chantel's chat said that HRH, we'll eventually get to that, is going around pretending to be Tracy. But I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know. I'm not saying that HRH wouldn't do that, but why would she pretend to be Tracy of all people? I feel like she would pretend to be Carrie or something. Iron Blue said, Chantel, she is lying. I said nothing about rarity. Tracy said, oh no, Iron Blue. It was about getting Twix nails trimmed, and she takes her pets to the groomer all the time. Sorry. Iron Blue said, I asked when she's getting Twinkie's nails cut. Her name is not Twix, by the way, and it was a question. Don't be spreading things about me in here. And then Iron Blue said, I try Chantel, but she's lying about me to you. Tracy said, no, I'm not lying, Iron Blue. You paid to say that about Twinkie. Iron Blue said, I asked about Twinkie's nails, but she said Twix again. Twix's nails, nothing to do with you or this channel. Tracy said, Chantel said she has so many people in her chat. It goes by so fast, about 3,000 people. Iron Blue says, so you're not a mod in Amber's stream, so leave me alone, thanks. Tracy said, so I sure did become a member, and what? See, I think Tracy gets ragey when she's out of her boxed wine. It's just a feeling I have. Iron Blue said, Tracy, let's make a deal. We don't interact for the sake of beezing. You've been in reaction channels. I was in Amber's. Let it be. Never broke anything, just tore everything. Cindy said, I was a gymnast and never broke anything. I did drink a lot of milk. There you go. Lily said, I would think so. I hear ribs are the same. Yeah. Lori said, I have broken 28 bones. Chantel is full of shit. Oh my gosh, Lori. We need to put you in bubble wrap. Thomas said, I broke my tailbone. Ow. When my ex called me and I've spoken to when I was in my car, they both hurt. And the elbow was excruciating. Oh my gosh, the tailbone. I hope you don't feel any more pain there. I hope you're doing so well. Love Iron, she has been a double agent stirring the pot for a long time. I like them too. I do. I have decided. And I like that they riled Tracy up. Tracy said, I think she has one mod and she'd be better off if she only did vlogs. Chantel. Where is she at? Do you ever miss me when I'm not in here? Do you ever say that? No. And the reaction channels will have a ball with this comment. This is insane. I mean, we're pretty close, you guys, but not one of you have ever asked me if I miss you when I'm not streaming or if you're not in that live that day. I mean, I say I miss you because I do miss you when I don't see your face, but I don't have one person. Oh, do you miss me when I'm not here, Breezy? And please don't do that. It would kind of creep me out. Tracy, I hope you get your boxed wine today. And I hope you have plenty of it. Anyways, Fondue said, not big Tracy fighting to show she can suck cuties' fupa balls harder than Teardrop can. Insane behavior to target supporters of Chantal's for being in others' chats when Tracy can't stop obsessing over Milky Chai's boobs. Tracy's clown ass. I think it's gross, Tracy. I don't know how else to say it. You're an older woman and Milky is younger. You could say she is beautiful. You could even say she's attractive, but to obsess over her boobs makes me feel very weird. And I'm sure it makes Milky feel very weird, right? I don't know. Tracy, I know Milky's of age, but you seem predatory. You do. Enigma said, I'm starting to suspect the reasoning for all of these current illnesses is because she's going to bring them up at the doctor and her current failing mental health as an excuse to not fly. It's almost November 1st. She's trying everything to say she can't walk now. Fuck her and her hit, but it's only 7 seconds long, so we're just going to play it.
Kevin 2.0, do you hear him though? Guys, I have the hugest zit growing on my lip. It hurts so bad. Oh. And I have a piece of glass in my toe that I've had in there for like a month now, and I'm not taking it out.
I lied. I thought it was only 7 seconds long. It's 28 seconds, but we've already made it 16 seconds in, so we're listening to the rest of it.
Oh, you can't force me.
Andrea, thank you so much for the super chat, Breezy. You checked on me several times, and I truly appreciate that. That's because I care about you, and that's what friends are for. We're supposed to check in on each other. We're supposed to say hi. Um, we're supposed to do all that, and I love you. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Salah tries to force me to he tries to take it out, and I don't want to. it's like it's so painful.
Okay, well, I hope you get an infection and the big chop happens soon. Can we take a moment to look at what Chantal did to Salah? And FYI, if for some reason this stream gets taken down, we will immediately go over to Rumble. So can a mod please share my Rumble? I heard Foodie is feeling some type of way and taking live streams down, even though she denied it and said she didn't even know FFG was live. So for some reason, when we cover her bald ass head and she gets offended, if it goes down, meet me over on Rumble. Your mom's emotional support carrot said, Salah, look what 3 years with Chantal did to you. So this is when we first met him. I thought this was before we know what we know now. I was like, he isn't necessarily attractive, but he looks too good for her. But that was years and years ago. And now look at him. How did his face grow? Maybe it didn't. Well, when you frown, it does make your face look longer, and it takes more muscles to do that. That's probably why he hates her. He was plotting her death in that moment. You know, a million times a day he thinks about leaving her in the desert. He lost everything because of her. His comfy, cushy place in Kuwait. He had a perfume business, supposedly. His name was on it. Don't think he ran it. In fact, the business said they weren't associated with him and he doesn't work for them anymore. Anyways, that's beside the point. He was living the dream over in Kuwait, and now he's cleaning up shit in Syria. I mean, if someone made me lose everything I had, I would feel some type of way too. And in my head, I would picture them falling a million times a day. You don't even want to know the kind of things that would go through my head. So I can imagine what's going through his. I'm not as sick and twisted as him. Living with Foodie. Yeah, when you live with an addict and she has multiple addiction, it wears on you too. You constantly have to keep them happy. And if they're without whatever it is that they're used to, it's absolute hell. And they make your life hell until you get it. I was one of those people. I made everybody's life hell. I did. Anyways, Foodie, whatever you do to yourself and other people, stop taking away people's hairlines. This is bad. Okay, if you're well, yeah, if you're a man out there, I mean, maybe some of you women like this kind of a cut. Um, at what point would you just shave it all the way the fuck off? Like your hairline is doing a zigzag, or is there a way for people to straighten it up so the little widow's peak, the point of it, isn't going off to the side? I don't know. I would just shave my head. That's what I would do. I would be bald and beautiful. He's just counting down the days until she leaves. He used to laugh all the time, not anymore. He did. He did. When's the last time we heard him laugh? Like, it happens occasionally. The times we think they're high or they're smoking something else in that shisha, he laughs then. But remember in Kuwait, they would laugh for like, it seems like 20 minutes over the stupidest shit that we're like, huh? They don't really do that anymore. Oh, we have a Jordy clip. A meme is born. Okay. I promise I'm getting to the bald head. I promise. It's just going to take a minute.
Can you imagine saying, I want to order a 20-piece nugget, and your partner saying, how about 40?
Has a new meme just been born?
I
How
think
about
so.
40?
The way she said it was so creepy too. How about 40? Do you picture Emily saying that? Yeah. Okay, I didn't retweet these things because it was too big of a risk for me to take. But just know Emily's Tumblr, I think that's what it's called, has been going around again. And you really see the things that she's into. Like, I'm talking oxygen tanks. Just as bad as you can picture in your mind, it can. But then I think it's her Instagram is also going around, and she was shouting out Miss Rachel. So there's that. I kind of love that. I think Emily's a shitty person, but I like the digs that she's doing to Amber, if that makes sense. I don't think Emily's a good person because I think Amber's abusive, if that makes sense. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Blue Eyed Leo said she knows her chat. Oh, wait, Tracy said, hey, Amber, can you imagine letting your cat outside in the snow just to try and stay in longer at a feeder's place? Oh, I guess you can, hey? Yeah, she wanted the 40 nuggets. Blue Eyed Leo said she knows her chat is full of PDFs and trying to attract more. Go ahead, Foodie Beauty, flush them out so we can turn them over to the feds. I think they were talking about her profile picture here. She probably convinced him, Nick, that he's got a better chance of getting into Canada if they're both considered Syrian refugees. No one to blame but himself. When he was playing Crazy Frog, yeah, I'm not going to say I miss it, because I don't, but what happened to it? I guess maybe he had to leave his keyboard behind. That sucks. I was listening to Modest Yahoo one day. I really enjoy that song. It's quite beautiful. I was also listening to the Cold War Kids first. That's a good time. I retweeted this and oh, I so badly want to play Dave Matthews. Oh, fuck, do I mute it out? Okay, I can't. But if you're curious what song this is, please search Tripping Billies. It's such a good time. Even if you don't think you like Dave Matthews, search that song. Oh, nope, pass, scroll past Breezy. You're going to be taking too many chances. I was going to say chances. Chances. All right, I'm stumbling over my words today. We're going to get into her hair. Well, the rages too. Foodie, do you still want to go fight for your buddies? Just curious. You're getting more and more bold with your beliefs. So I'm going to be more and more bold with mine. I stand with Israel. I stand with Israel, Foodie. I think you're fucking disgusting, the things you've been saying lately. Praising Saddam, but saying that Netanyahu needs to be hanged. Fuck you, lady. I hope all of your beliefs prevent you from getting into anywhere you possibly want to go again. It's so it's so good. Like, I'm looking forward to her rages in Canada when the Nashies is gone. Same, same. Dave's World said, Foodie, I don't understand people who say addicting. It's addictive. Also, Chantel in the same live stream. Okay, no more sunflower seeds. They are addicting. She contradicts herself all the time. Here's another profile picture of Foodie. Just kidding, but this is probably the one she should have used. Mother of Dragons tweeted this. Emily and Amber hurt each other. I stand with Israel too. Have before Trump many years ago, still do. I've always known since I was a little girl. I heard it, but I believed it. Like, there were certain things that I learned in the church that didn't stick with me, right? There's just certain things that didn't stick with me, but there's certain things that do. And I've always known I'm supposed to be a friend, and I've always known I'm supposed to stand with them and protect them if need be. I've always believed that, and nothing will ever change that. Nothing will. It doesn't mean that I think things are perfect everywhere. It means that I believe that I'm supposed to protect them and stand with them. I just do. I know a lot of people get mad when I talk about it, but I have to hear about everybody else's beliefs all the time. I do. Not one live stream can I go into, can I not hear about somebody else's political beliefs or how much they hate Trump. And all that's okay. But if you come in with a different opinion, it's we don't talk about politics here. No Islamophobia, Christian phobia, that's fine. Anything else, but no. So, you know what? I'm sick of hiding how I feel and what I believe in to make other people comfortable. Because nobody thinks about how. Do you ever think about how the Jewish people feel coming into your live streams hearing such hate? To everybody out there who's so worried about everybody else, how do you feel about that person who looks forward to listening to your live stream every day at whatever time? It's their stress relief to a horrible day. It gets them away from how cool the outside world is, and then they have to hear about how awful they are. Like, do you ever think about that? It must suck to feel like the whole world is against you. But I hope right now you know that the whole world isn't against you, and there's people that stand with you. And I don't know if you're still listening, but I hope you know that you have friends over here. It's not political to me, it's loving others and protecting them. Pop off, Breezy, loud and proud about what you believe in. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine. Jewish don't want anyone dying. That's very true. I might not agree with particular beliefs, but I'll never silence someone. Thank you, old wrinkly wiener. And that's the thing, too. Please don't feel like if you don't believe the same way as me, like you're not welcome here. There was a time, you guys, sorry. There was a time, I'm telling you, let's not get political. There was a time where I thought everybody else was crazy, right? I thought everybody else was crazy and I believed the things that I would read online. But then I did my own research and I woke up and I went back to the way that I was raised. My parents weren't crazy. Christians aren't crazy. Well, there's some crazy Christians, but the majority aren't. The majority aren't. Just like however everybody wants a right to love who they love and pray to who they want to, we deserve that same right, right? We deserve that same right. And don't let people silence you because they're scared. All right, so let's talk about Chantel's big bald ass head. Hey, you're still here. Good. Israel is the apple of God's eye. Amen. Doing your own research is key. Seriously. Seriously. Because if you just believe the stuff you see on Twitter alone, right? They'll tell you all these people are racist, all these people want to take away women's rights, or whatever, XYZ. But then, like, you have to do more, right? You have to learn more. You have to really dig. You have to really dig. That's true. There's crazy people in every religion. There is. I was raised Christian, but I never liked the people who would say, "You're going to hell if you did it." You're going to hell because like the God that I have grown to love at 42 years old loves everybody, and he just wants to get to know you, and he wants you to get to know him. That's it. That's all. Like he doesn't want to send everybody to hell. Um, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess this is too heavy for this morning since we're going to be talking about Foodie Beauty's bald ass head. But it comes to these places to avoid the politics. They're just brainwashed everybody to focus only that so we don't have our own interest and build our skills. Why are her tits under her 15 jeans? Where did her neck go is my question. And before Foodie wants to strike anybody, this was on your live stream, lady. This was on your live stream. You're clearly wearing something. So what is there to remove? The fat's poking out a little too much? Well, I don't know. Don't live stream naked? And that's definitely a pimple on her chip or her lip. Or maybe it is a sunflower seed. Hold on. No, that's a pimple or cold sore. That's okay, girly girl. And that's okay. Join the club, Joe. She definitely had effigies taken. See, and she said she didn't. And I know she fucking lies. But okay, so if she got the stream taken down, how was FOG able to stream again? Because when Dee Dee got my stream taken down, I wasn't able to stream for a week. So if it was truly Foodie, then how was she able to go live again right away? So it makes more sense maybe that YouTube did it and they gave her a warning. I'm not saying that she's lying. Sometimes it's not really clear what's happening when you first get notified that your stream is taken down. So maybe, I don't know. Look at how her mouth falls like a really old person. It's back up. Her stream with this in it? I don't know. I wondered how she was able to come back. FFG said she just got a warning. Got it. Got it. Okay, thank you guys for clarifying. FYI, when you come here every day, just know I'm not going to make this whole chat super political. There's just certain things I feel called to speak on lately. I don't know. You could call it God. You can call it whatever it is. And please just know it doesn't mean that I'm saying everything is perfect when I say certain things. It just means, see, this is where, fuck it. These are my beliefs. I'm not going to be political. I don't want to tiptoe around other people because they don't necessarily do it for us. But I want you to know if you hate politics, you don't have to hear about it all the time, okay? You don't. There's certain things you could say God is moving in me, through me. I've been filled to call to speak on things more, and I just can't silence it. I'm not, but it's not going to be 2 hours of Breezy speaking about the world's issues and what she would do, okay? I promise. So, anyways, let's refocus. I just needed to say that so it didn't like bother me for the rest of the stream. Look at her chins. There's so many. And her bald head. Is that a bun? I just thought that was a bun. She doesn't have a bun. Wait, there's one long hair back here. Oh, two. So she really does have a skullet. Okay, I have questions. If you happen to stream and you're listening to me right now, are you wearing clothes? Because I am. I'm wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt and leopard pajama bottoms. That is what I'm wearing right now. I'm not saying I'm the hottest shit in the world because I haven't even got dressed really yet. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and then did the stream. But I'm wearing clothes. If my camera happened to turn on right now, there's no me stuffing my face with sunflower seeds falling on my boobs. Like, there's none of that, right? We have to worry about what if you accidentally hit the camera and it does turn on. But I want to know, do you stream nude? Would you even feel comfortable doing that? When I have to pee, I freak out that I forgot to mute and you guys can hear me. I can't imagine just being brave enough to be in the nude. I wear clothes when I'm at my computer just in case my camera, right? Yep, dresses in my business casual dress clothes for work. Well, you're looking much nicer than me, I'm sure, Andrea. I don't know. I mean, I look kind of homeless, but I'm comfortable and I'm clean, so I don't fucking care. Nobody's gonna see me for a couple hours. I smell good. My outfit's questionable. Let me see what kind of socks I'm wearing. Usually I have wild socks on too. They're just gray today, so I guess I'm winning in that department. All right, so Lori said captured. Milky Chai captured Foodie Beauty's DeVito again, so everybody was talking about this, you guys. I kind of want to look in the comments to this. Hero Girl said when I say I was screaming laughing at the live. How many of you guys saw this in real time? Were you screaming too? Irritating Gone said can not wait for Villa 2.0 poverty style, complete with balding head, sitting in her bra in front of her makeup table, beats waiting on her hand and foot. Hottest content. Alexa said face card on lock. Number one, I'm pretty, okay? At one point, maybe you were considered to have a pretty face, but things have really changed. The one eye is really one eyeing. What if one day it just pops out on a live stream? What would you do? I think it broke YouTube. I think it did too. There was all kinds of shit happening around this time. I remember during hers, I was getting frustrated because it kept buffering and cutting out. So I think I went to go watch something. I can't remember whose stream now, to be honest, but I went somewhere else and then it just wouldn't play. And so I tried another stream and then I couldn't see the chat at all. It was a whole shit show. I think she did break it. Oh, this is amazing. Now we know why Salah doesn't come home, right? We always wonder why he's always gone. Would you come home to this? I'd bleed for almond milk one day and I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't. So then she went live again. She went live, you guys, like 5 times. It was back to back to back to back to back. One would end, another one was beginning. And okay, so she said, Foodie checking to see what picture everyone is talking about. She says Salah is going to be mad, but it's the crappy internet's fault that she flashed the camera. Okay, my service sucks sometimes, and it's never magically turned on my webcam. That's never happened. So I don't understand how it's the internet's fault, but Strawberries really wanted Chantal to see the photo of her going around, so we're going to watch her see it in real time. Let me speed it up a little bit. And then we're going to see, I don't know, Lily, just know that you have support here because it's tough to watch. I didn't necessarily write it in the tweets, but just know as we progress, you guys, pay attention to her chat because all this drama pops off, but I don't think it happens yet.
Let them enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah, Bizet.
Okay, Candy, in your size 7 feet, look at you. I think you're so cool. I wish I had a size 7. There was one point where all the cute shoes were like 5, 6, and 7. And if you had a size 8 foot or above, it was just you got clown shoes. That's what you got. But now they're making better options. Stella. It's bad, I know.
Well, you see my bald head, eh? Hi, Nubby.
I think she thought here, because she just looked at Strawberry's profile picture eventually, you guys, okay? I think she thought it's just her head showing. Chantal, we saw that you ate your neck. We saw that 6 chins, somewhere between 6 and 9 chins, are resting right onto your chest.
My hair was greasy. It's not greasy. I'm just bald.
It's greasy and you haven't washed it in 2 weeks. Leah.
What can I say? Yeah, I know, Nina. Yeah. You have some hair. I don't know. What does the picture look like? I have hijab hair.
It's the worst thing I've seen in the past 24 hours. And mind you, somebody sent me a Cyrax clip to watch, and you're still the worst thing I've seen.
It's a lot.
6.5, Lily? You guys have dainty feet.
About the same as it used to be. Yeah, I did. I did my hair nice. I have no hair fibers in right now. Oh, whatever. I just don't like being here when that happens. If it was Canada, it wouldn't be a big deal.
I was getting notifications for her picture as I was clipping, and it's kind of amazing. Ew.
Mm-mm.
You're a size 9.
Okay, strawberries, but you have to change it back after.
It was better to play basketball with in school. Yeah. So the eating noises are horrible, but this whole part right here is worth it, you guys. You might hysterically laugh with her.
No, counterfeit. I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it.
I think she tried
Blame it on the
something.
internet here.
So Strawberries just changed her profile picture to Foodies. Bethany.
Oh my
I wonder if she still feels the same way since she saw the rest of the picture.
god.
Strange Bethany.
Fuck. Why do these things always happen to me? Yeah, I'm gonna say it was fake. What is it called?
It's not fake. Bernie's GH. Hello, hello. Okay, so what else happens? Let me look in the replies. There's a lot more of her picture, you guys. I don't know. I got a warning. Thank you to everybody in my comments who was warning me not to cover this. But I truly started feeling like, you know what, if she strikes me, fuck you. I'll just go to Rumble and I'll make my profile picture there, her picture. I'll make my banner there, her picture. I'll have it plastered the whole time I'm streaming. Like, I'll just be petty, you know? And whenever we have a stream that goes down and we can't stream here, we just figure it out. Erin Tay said, "Oh my fucking God, I was too distracted by her chomping on those damn sunflower seeds." I think it's the worst thing we've ever heard her eat. I don't know. It's pretty bad. I have to disassociate. I put myself in Jamaica. I'm sipping a virgin pina colada and I'm vaping on a beach. That's what I do while she's eating. Nightlight said, "It's just going to be a reason for her to drop the hijab in Canada." Well, might as well since you've already seen me. Well, she hints at dropping it in another clip I have. Nightlight, you are so pretty. Look at Nightlight. You are gorgeous. I don't know if you're listening right now. And if nobody's told you today, you are absolutely stunning. I love your hair color. All right, I was distracted. Prairie said he's going to feel embarrassed. Okay, so she kind of ended up talking about it, and she said that he knows, but I didn't hear her say he was mad or anything. So, this is my question. We know Salah isn't attracted to her. I don't think he really cares that she flashed anybody. He's probably hoping somebody takes her sooner, right? And gets her off his hands. But as a man, a Muslim man in Syria, wouldn't that be disrespectful? Wouldn't that be disrespectful? Wouldn't he have to put his foot down or do something like, right? I feel like the men, at least it seems like in that culture, are the head of the household. What they say goes. They rule everything. The king of the castle, I guess. I don't know what the right terming is, but his friends are going to make fun of him. Nor watches her channel. Nor has been commenting on her community posts. She's going to see it. You know she's the talk of that village. Peach looks at how does crap internet turn her camera on though? I'm shit with technology, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, of all the times my laptop has been shitty and crummy and has messed with me, it's never just been on in the middle of a live stream. It just happens. Robbie Sign said he'll be mad because he's embarrassed by her and she'll get wet thinking Salah's mad other men will see her full chin glory. Prairie said he's gonna feel embarrassed. Yeah. Imagine like you know his friends are making fun of him at least. Like that's what you married? She has no hair, 9 chins. She clearly doesn't shower, and she has food all over her. Oh, and a herb lip. Can't forget the herb lip. He couldn't care less, but he said she did it on purpose because she wanted to see the reaction. I mean, she did have a really big laugh over it. I don't know that I would if I was naked. Oh, look it. My Muslim, well, you can't see. My Muslim neighbor is outside being picked up to go to the airport, and she's completely covered head to toe. She has a beautiful, why can't I think of the name of it? Hijab. It's pink and hoop earrings, and she looks put together to go to the airport. I have never seen her look a mess like Chantal. Not once. She even looks nice when she's doing the roses. And then there's me in my leopard pajama bottoms and Grateful Dead t-shirt. No hoop earrings. My hair kind of looks like I stuck my finger in a light socket. It's very voluminous right now, though. That if you have like curly or wavy hair the next morning when you wake up, you have naturally like sex hair, but it'll fall flat. It'll fall flat soon. Anyways, I think she was trying to shade ALR here, but I could be wrong. You guys will have to let me know if you saw this happen in real time. We still have to get to her drama, and there's so many more pictures of her and people laughing at her.
Let's play Choosy.
My gosh.
Let's play Choosy.
My gosh.
Is she shading her? Or did I just come in at a weird part?
Let's
don't
play
play it.
Choosy.
No! Go away. I swear she was loaded when she was talking about her sunflower. I always swear she's loaded. But listen to her here.
I'm eating sunflower here. I'm eating sunflower here. I'm eating some.
Okay. No fishnets when taking the garbage out. No. I mean, they're lucky if I put on a bra to take the garbage out. And she says men don't hit on her with her hijab on. Well, she's out of luck with it off too. Hey, Hobbs. Leopard PJ bottoms and Grateful Dead t-shirts are sexy. Just saying. Thanks, Richie. I mean, it's a look. It's a look. I got these pajama bottoms for like $9 at Walmart, and they're the comfiest, softest pajamas. And sometimes I just don't want to take them off, but I still shower. I do change, okay? When I leave the house, I put on jeans in case anybody's worried about that. But like, I'm not sitting around my house dressed for prom. If you are, shout out to you. It's all I could do to keep a tiny human alive and keep a roof over our heads. So how I look is just going to have to go to the back seat for now. Anyways, this is Foodie's face card. Panda posted this. It's so bad. And I noticed in another photo, I think we have a better photo where there's a trash bag next to her. Why is she just laying next to a trash bag? And she says it's a sunflower seed bag, but I'm not buying it. It looks like okay, this is what it looks like. If you ever went through an alcoholic phase and you went to buy your beer first thing in the morning, they either gave you an embarrassing brown paper bag or you would ask for a black plastic bag. That's what I would always do because I lived in a small city and like oftentimes my family members would drive by and see me walking home from the liquor store. Like that's how bad it was, right? So I would switch it out and I'd ask them for the black plastic bag. So it would like, I think it would like, in my mind, it would trick people, but they all knew it was still that because you could see the can in the bottom of it, right? Anyways, it was that kind of a black plastic bag. For some reason, I stumble over saying that. Black plastic bag. There we go. Her neck is done. She ate it. She ate it. I mean, do you have a space? I feel like I have a lot of space between my chin and my chest. And my neck, I can wrap both hands around. Can you? Take both of your hands and put it around your neck. I can do it, and my hands close. Foodie hasn't been able to do that since she was 4. Isn't that insane? Downturned, that was the funniest part. The trash bag. Okay, let's keep going. Trout face, yes, she does have a trout face. Let's see. I think this is when she was gonna. Oh wait, now she was raging about Muslims, all their rules, and how they are way too judgmental. I said she's just mad that she flashed YouTube and the world got to see her greasy balding head. You are not clean, and it is greasy, Foodie. As a woman, we just know. We can look at your hair and tell when you last washed it. We can be like, oh, it's been 3 days, it's been 7 days, or oh, she's a daily washer. We could just tell that bitch has not washed her hair in 2 weeks. It's been at least 2 weeks. Anyways, here's some screenshots, and then we're gonna go into her rage about Muslims being too judgmental. You had to have known when you put on an abaya and hijab and claimed you were Muslim that people were going to have opinions on it, right? Like, and I know other Muslims, they say they're not supposed to judge, but also, are you really living right by your religion if you're just letting somebody make a mockery of it? I don't know. I understand why people say things to her. Oh, wait, I didn't even read what was on the screen. DMV here is easy. Well, that's good, Teardrop. My DMV is hell, and I avoid it like the plague. Miss Miriam said, does Allah know we saw you without hijab and just underwear? He knows, apparently. Free at last, free at last. Hans Christian Amberlynn said. Nina said, Teardrop, if you live in a larger city, it sucks. Okay, why did I do this? Probably just to show you this. It was Miss Miriam El Refe in her chat. Let's keep going. Chantal, leave them. They're not worth it. Teardrop says, no one's perfect. Lurking here said, let the skin breathe, girl. Okay, then I think this is where she goes into the rage. Oh, wait, another screenshot. I absolutely cannot stand that MC Router, is that what it is? MC Router lady. She is a culture vulture that goes through identities like underwear. I feel like she's had two. She was a rapper, and then she reverted to being a Muslima. But again, I didn't really follow her that closely. Umi said, I'm a practicing Muslim, Chantal, wearing a niqab for 12 years now, but I will never judge someone that doesn't wear it. Well, that's good. Teardrop said, yes, no one cared about anything of Kuwait and Syria till you went there. Now they are professionals. I mean, it doesn't take being a professional to know that she broke every law wherever she's been. She's making a mockery out of everything. Not a professional, but whatever.
But Muslims are not supposed to be judging other Muslims either.
Oh, let's go full screen.
Too judgmental. Thank you very much. Way too judgmental. Like, can't swear, can't fart, can't do shit. No one's perfect, especially me. I know. But especially a certain community. They're very judgmental. Yeah, I know. Like, that's what I'm saying.
It's their version of be your brother's keeper. Hasselnut said that they farted. Do something.
I'm looking forward to complete peace. I won't have to answer to anyone. And if anyone tries to tell me what to do or what to wear, they can just pretty much sit and spin. And that's how I feel about it. So, yeah. I don't care.
So did you just tell the Muslim community to sit and spin? Because she was just talking about how judgmental they are. And then she said especially a certain community. If you were in Syria and somebody could make you disappear in the middle of the night, would you just be so reckless with your tongue? I would know not to go to Syria or Kuwait because I'm very reckless with my tongue. But let's say I was there for whatever reason. I wouldn't speak. That's what I would do. I would go mute and I would stay inside.
And that's my opinion. Yeah. Free to bees and peace is pretty hypocritical, yeah. I feel like I can still believe in God without all these rules. Just saying.
That is the real her. So you borrowed their religion and now you're dragging them because they have opinions on it.
I know, right? Tattoo. I only have 2 tattoos, but I don't think I'll get any more. No, I know, Christina, yeah. I know.
She only cares about what she
The
wants.
irony is, like, when you call someone a kafir, you're also committing takfir. So, like, it's just all these rules. Nobody came after me for anything, you know?
Can somebody translate what did Abby call her? I'm assuming that's who she's talking about. I like Abby. I do. If Foodie had the choice to revert, why can't anybody else? Why can't Abby decide that she didn't want to be a rapper and that wasn't the life she wanted to live? Why can't she revert? Only Foodie can?
Yeah, living horror. My internet is buffering every 1 second. I hate it. I cannot wait to get to the land of 5G.
See, I'd be reckless in English, reckless, I can't speak, reckless with English too, and I'd get an English speaker that would make me disappear in the middle of the night. That's what I would get.
Cannot stand that Mick Router lady. She's such a loser.
No, she's not.
She sits on a hater's channel, preach loser. She sits on a hater's channel, preach.
If you're a Muslim that can make mistakes, why can't anybody else? Why can't anybody else? You don't follow anything in that religion at all. You're not respectful to your husband. You're greedy, gluttonous. You overindulge. You're the worst example. Like, why can't you be like the lady across the street that I see from my window? And I'm like, oh, she looks good trimming her roses. Oh, she looks good to walk each and every one of her sons to the car. She even looks nice and put together to take the trash out. That is the examples we have in this world. And then there's Foodie Beauty. I love learning bad words in every language. She can't wait to binge like there's no tomorrow and wheelchair and scooter. Looks like the bedbound arc is just about to start. I think so too. Erin had a point when Erin was telling me that she thinks Foodie will use it maybe twice. And I think that maybe twice is even, I don't know, being nice. I think it'll be too much for Foodie. I think she won't want to charge it. Like she's used to having Salah fetch her phone and charge everything. She's not going to charge it. It's going to be too much work. People are going to stare at her. So she's just going to go drive around in a bed. And then she's never going to get up out of that bed. And she will decline fast. She will. I just wanted to show her picture again. Whatever you have to say about the reaction channels or even Abby, whoever, at least nobody has eaten their own fucking neck, lady. I think you got hungry one day and you dug in. And I also think you're responsible for Salah's peen and why it looks that way. Are you gonna sue me too, bitch? Sue me. Anyways, this is her looking like a trout. Her lips are so unfortunate looking. What do you have against chapstick? It's amazing. I have like 20 different varieties of them. One may say I'm a chapstick addict. I cannot stand my lips to feel dry. How about you? There's certain things. I don't like my feet to feel dry. I don't like my lips to feel dry. I probably should put lotion on my hands more. But here's the thing. I don't like when you put lotion on and then you try to get out of like a door and you're fucking stuck. And then I panic. But anyways, for the most part, it feels amazing to be hydrated and moisturized. We're going to see a picture of her, and her skin is so congested. We're going to zoom in when we eventually get to that. Exactly, Breezy. Abby went through her own spiritual journey. I think that's great. I think it's great too. I think it's great too. Here's the thing. I know not everybody feels this way, but a lot of us want to feel like we belong to something or like we're connected to something. A lot of us want so badly for something to believe in. Because if we don't have that, then what's the fucking point, right? Like, what's the point in living life if there's no purpose, if there's no going anywhere after? I don't know. So I think a lot of people look to religion or community or groups of people. I mean, there's even like pagans out there. I had a friend who was into Wicca, right? She was a Christian Wiccan. And it didn't make sense to me, but that's what it was. Okay. She was a Christian Wiccan. And if anybody's confused, Wiccans don't like, it's not like they're practicing dark magic. Like everything she did, she would do for the earth and to make it better. Like she was the most pure and kind person I've ever fucking met. Anyways, I found it really cool. One day she was looking for other people like her, and she found a group of people who were also Christian Wiccans, and that was her community, right? Anyways, we're all looking for something to belong to and to be a part of. And it fucking sucks to say Abby isn't really XYZ because she has an opinion or she's had so many identities. It's okay to say, hey, I don't like the way my life is going, so I'm going to try a different direction. And I actually respect her for that. I do. I do. I may not agree with everything in the faith, but I also don't know everything, right? I don't know everything. I know certain things I've learned. I'll tell you, speaking from experience, I've met a lot of beautiful Muslimas through this foodie beauty stuff. I have. I have. She does not represent everybody. She doesn't. Pathetic. Trust me, a life with no connection is very hard. It is. I don't think of the time where I was so against religion. I felt lost. I did. I felt lost. And I'm not saying religion, I'm not trying to push that on anybody, but I find, I don't know, I don't feel so lost anymore since I've been trying to make a conscious effort to pray more and to grow closer to God again, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's easy to get lost in the sea of world doing whatever the fuck they want, right? I can't type either. I hope you feel better though. What happened? Is everyone okay? I just wanted to say thank you for making my day better today. And I feel like I could come here anytime and vent and hang out, showing you all the love in here. Bethany, I love that. Thank you for making my day better. I always felt so different from everybody. This is another reason. Before we go on to the foodie beauty stuff, I'm going to say this. For whatever reason, I always felt very different from this world. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's hard for me to form deep connections with people sometimes because I feel like everybody thinks so black and white. And just because I belong to a certain religion or I vote a certain way, please know that I have a very open mind, a very open mind. And I don't see everything as black and white. Like, I see an in between. Anyways, I've always struggled my whole life. Like, even when I talk about my story and I've shared my story in meetings, like, I always say, like, I always felt just different from this world. Like, even felt different from my family. The only thing I really felt bonded with is animals for a big time. But when I started opening up more here and saying, okay, this is who I am, take it or leave it, this is how I feel. Like, you guys have never made me feel so seen and accepted and heard. And I feel like I want to cry talking about that. And it's not like a sad cry. It's just when you've gone your whole life feeling like you don't belong or you don't fit in, and you finally see people that see you for who you really are. It's a beautiful feeling. So thank you to you guys in my chat. Like, I seriously come back every day for you. Some days I don't want to fucking talk about foodie beauty, but then I go live and I know we're going to talk about other things. And sometimes we have like these deep conversations in the middle of roasting her that you just can't get anywhere else. And I don't know how else to say it. Um, thank you. Thank you guys for, I don't, everything, everything. All right, I'm going to stop being emotional now. All right, back to foodie beauty. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, the whore of Dara has arrived. Bitch, we got our wish. Why do you lay next to a trash bag? Oh gosh, I have questions. So I know she said this is for the sunflower seeds, and maybe I just haven't bought sunflower seeds a whole lot of places. Do they come in trash bags? Other place? Maybe they do. Maybe in Syria they just, scoop it out into the trash bag. Either way, why would you lay next to a trash bag nude? Would you not just rehome your sunflower seeds into a bowl or a container? I feel like that's what I would do because I've come a long way since my toting around black trash bag days. I mean, it is disgusting. Sunseed bags, or to spit it back out in. I use a bowl. Is that wrong? And then I just take the bowl and I do tap, 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 tap in the trash can. And then I rinse it out. No, no, no. Maybe I'm making too much of it. Maybe she needs a trash bag for her on the couch because she eats so much. I mean, it's just more convenient to put the trash next to you. But you see, in that case, I would just make myself walk to the trash can because I'm like, I gotta get steps in somehow. And this is why I'm not 600 pounds like Foodie Beauty. Sometimes, like, when I don't want to walk on the walking pad and I'm doing laundry, I'll go to the other side of the house and I'll go in and out of the laundry room and walk from room to room to room, making my life harder sometimes, but I know I'm getting steps in that way. And it works. I use a bowl, but I like boiled peanuts. I've heard that's a thing, and I want to try it. I can't remember where I saw some. Oh, I was watching the Thorpes one day. I was watching the Thorpes, and they took over a gas station. And I think Grace, they were streaming from it. It was very weird. But I think Grace got boiled peanuts. And I was like, that's interesting. And then I looked it up, and I'm like, that might actually be good. So they're just soaked, right? And they're soft when you bite them. I don't know. I need to try them. Does anybody in California know where you can find boiled peanuts? And don't tell me to make it because it just won't be the same, okay? I need to live the experience of going somewhere and scooping it out with a ladle. It's all over the South. I've never seen it out here. I've never. I've been stuck in bed for a week after the skin on my heel got torn off. I have a try. Okay, but that's different, Jamie. That's different. Yes, a little salty. It's big in North Carolina. Hot spicy. Oh yes. All right. Well, we're gonna have to find boiled peanuts later. Anyways, Snarky Priest said, "Oh my God, her three chins rest on her 5XL chest." Okay, now I gotta go back and see how many chins we can see. Well, to be fair, it's like one giant one now, almost like a hippo. I'm picturing a hippo. Yeah, that's the best description I can give you. There used to be multiple, and I think now it's just one giant tire around what used to be her neck. That's so bad. Tell me again how you weigh less now than you did in Canada. Isn't that what she tries to tell us? Where? You're bigger than I've ever seen you. Your nose has even grown. That would really fucking suck if my nose grew. I'd be all nose. I'd be one walking nose. This was the sky yesterday, and I thought the clouds looked really cute. I have no other purpose of posting this other than that. I looked up at the sky and I'm like, those are the most perfect little clouds. It almost didn't look real. We had a really nasty storm for like 2 days, so our sky looked really pretty yesterday. And then I thought this cloud looked like a snail. Do you see it? What is that movie where the snails race? It was the cutest movie ever, and I kind of want to re. Oh, now I see a rabbit too in this cloud. I see a whale. Can you guys see shapes and everything? I can. Like, I can look at, let's say, the texture on a wall, and I could see a face in it or designs. I'll always see something in clouds, sometimes in the steam in the air. And no, I'm not schizophrenic. I think I don't know, I look for joy in weird places. So I see shapes and faces, okay? They're so, so good. They have them on the sides of the road on little stands with people selling them out of the bed of their truck here. See, we have a elote here. That's what people go by selling. And those, I can't say it right, raspados, that's what we have. But I could go for some boiled peanuts. I'm not even a big peanut person, but it just sounds good. I don't know why. Do you ever just hear something and you're like, I need to try it? That is me and boiled peanuts. Maybe it'll be disgusting, but in my head it tells me I'm gonna like it for some reason. They are twins. Do you think Foodie's as big as Amberlynn now? Wow. It is not a good thing to try to morph into Amberlynn Reed. Could you have tried to pick somebody else, Chantal? Maybe somebody who's not 900 pounds and horrible. They have boiled peanuts at Walmart? Hold on. Are you lying? I'm on my Walmart app. I'm gonna look. Boiled peanuts. Oh, they're in a can. Does it taste the same in a can? They have hot and spicy by Peanut Patch. Okay, I kind of want to buy it just for the peanut patch. The name sold me on that. I mean, it's $3.27. If you tell me that the canned peanuts taste just as good as when you get to scoop them out of a gas station, then I'm buying boiled peanuts today. That's what I'm doing. All right, let me go back to my chat and you guys have to tell me. Those are good too. Get the peanut patch. That's the one I saw. Just sent me a link on Twitter. I like the hot and spicy. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm adding it to my cart. Thank you guys. If anybody's interested on a salty boiled peanut review, I'll let you know how they taste, okay? Anyways, Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed, let this be a tale of not being so stubborn and learn to take accountability. And just because people pay you to eat more, it doesn't mean that you should. And this is what I really want to say. Find love in yourself that you don't want to do this to yourself, right? Once you love yourself, you won't want to overindulge anymore. There was a time I used to put unknown substances into my body. Somebody said it was crack. I didn't know. I smoked it. I would snort things. I've injected things. I'm not proud of any of this, right? But I'm trying to say I didn't love myself. I didn't. And then when I fell in love with myself, I no longer wanted to hurt myself. So let that sink in. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. And even if you have to fake it at first, you will eventually fall in love with yourself. I had to fake it till I made it. I did. At first, I cried. At first, I wouldn't look at myself. It was so hard. But I fought through it and I was like, I love you. I love you, Jennifer. And I did it every single day. And then eventually I believed it. And some days I don't do it every day now, but some days when I need to hear it or I'm struggling, I'll go and say it. And then I'll remind myself, you love yourself too much to destruct, right? All right, back to Foodie Beauty destructing. Shani's face doesn't quite look like this yet because she's 5'11". I think her height helps her. See, the girls like Shani and Amberlynn are shorter, right? So I'm not saying this to be mean, but I feel like when you're taller, you can hide it better in some ways. Well, unless you get to 900 pounds, but when you're taller, you can hide like a 5 pound weight gain. You can hide things like that. But when you're shorter, for example, it's more noticeable, and that really fucking sucks. Taylor Mom, I am here. I have missed you, and I've been wanting to ask, how's your mother's hand? Thank you so much for the super chat, gorgeous. It's really good to see you. I hope you text me later. I didn't know Shani was so tall. I don't think I knew she was 5'11". I don't think I knew that. Now I picture her a giant. No wonder why Rev is scared of her. Like, she is large. Shani can kick him around town. Wait, did I just accidentally block you, Tone? I didn't mean to. No, I don't think I did. Okay. I accidentally clicked on your name. I'd overindulged so bad it would become its own punishment, and that solved that. Yeah, that's true. Have you ever ate too much that you feel so sick? I did that during COVID. I remember one time I gave myself a stomach ache and it was just not worth it. It just wasn't worth it. And then there's been days where I drank so much, like, I don't know how I'm alive, you guys. There's points where I've mixed Everclear, Wild Turkey, anyways, and then I don't know how I lived. I really don't. But there was like a week that really sucked, and like my kidneys hurt, my head hurt, my body hurt. And then I think I vowed to never be hungover again, and then I just stayed drinking. That's what I did. The hangovers just became so brutal that you just stay drinking 24/7. I thought she was over 6 foot, but who over 6 foot? She took 2 weeks of antibiotics in like a few days. Hopefully she won't need another round. So far, so good. Oh my gosh, how's her pain? Did that with cereal when smoking. Cereal's easy to do that with. What's your favorite cereal? This month it's Count Chocula, but that's usually every year during October. But in general, I'm like a golden graham, cinnamon toast crunch, Cheerios when I want to feel healthy. But like I couldn't ever eat Wheaties. I don't know. I know it's good for you. Oh, I do sometimes like what's it called? Frosted Flakes every once in a while, but then I have to put sugar on top of it. So anyways, I'm not I this is why I don't buy that much cereal. I am stocked up on Count Chocula though. If you haven't got it this month, search for it and find it. You'll be sad that there's not as many marshmallows as there used to be, but it's still just as good, in my opinion. Like, you'll still be happy for it. There's just not as many marshmallows. But you can also fix that problem and buy your own marshmallows and just add it to the Count Chocula. I like Chex. Chex is good. Life is pretty good too. Trix is my guilty pleasure. There's a cereal that I like, but I feel like not many people do. What are they called? Golden Smacks or Honey? It just depends what brand you get. There's the Honey Smacks or Golden Smacks. I don't know. They're little like rice, or no, they're not rice. They're puffed wheat, I think. It's really good, okay? It's good. This is from Grok. Offered made it, well, with Grok's help, and said it never happened. Credit pick, Milky Chai. This is scarily accurate. I picture that's what she did after Salah reamed her out. She put it back on with that evil smirk. We've already gone through 3 boxes of Count Chocula in my house. Where are you guys finding it? I found mine at Walmart. But I feel like at Costco or Sam's Club, if you can find it there, those boxes do have more marshmallows. So if you can find it at Costco or Sam's, they do have more. I just ordered 3. I know what you're talking about. Honey Smacks. They're good. Lucky Charms. See, Lucky Charms is good too, but I've been traumatized from Lucky Charms after I got this weird birthday cake brand one. Well, it's the same brand. It was just different flavor. It was this weird birthday cake. My daughter and I tried it, and it tasted like it had been sitting outside in the sun for 2 weeks straight. It wasn't good. Not one part of it tasted like birthday cake. I don't know, maybe a stale birthday cake in the dumpster, but no. So I haven't bought it since, but maybe I need to do a reset and relive the actual Lucky Charms moment. Tone Knob said, or experience. Tone Knob said, Fat Back is big mad about her slip up becoming fodder for reaction channels. She got FFG's live pulled, and because she's a fat, ugly, miserable cow, she thinks she's above scrutiny and claiming she's more attractive than 90% of YouTube. Foodie, you're fat, ugly, and no one likes you. Tone, I like your tweets. You don't hold back. I don't know what she's mad at us for. Wear clothes and we wouldn't have anything to laugh at. Wear a hijab like you're supposed to, lady. The rest of us who stream know that there's a chance for whatever reason we can accidentally turn it on. So therefore, we're not sitting in our birthday suits eating sunflower seeds. Be mad at yourself. You fucked up. You fail at everything. It's no one else's problem. And I would stop taking down channels because what's going to happen when you start raging about reaction channels again and bringing up horrible situations that have happened to them? You realize those people can also do that back. Like striking just opens up a whole can of worms, and I don't understand why people do it. I've somehow made it this long without striking anybody. I've wanted to. I've thought about it. I've thought about striking people 3 times. I seriously I don't know. I don't know if this makes me more real or if you're going to think I'm more psycho, but I've sat there and thought about striking your mama. I thought about striking whatever, but then I realized, okay, what happens when I want to talk shit? Then they could strike me and it just starts a stupid war. That part, and if we're all on social media, on a public platform, everybody can have an opinion on what you do and say, right? I don't know. It's just not worth taking away somebody's freedom of speech, striking. It's just stupid. It is. Who doesn't cover the damn camera live and naked? I don't know. I know the feeling, Sue. I'm the same way with SpaghettiOs. I can't eat Fruity Pebbles. I threw them up when I was a child. Never forget since. Yeah, sometimes you have these experiences and then you just can never look at them the same. And I get that. But would Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows be different? Probably not. But if you ever decide to, the marshmallows kind of make it better. Queen Jellybean said, one of these is a toe with a human face. And who am I kidding? Both of these are a toe with a human face. I thought that was Chantel. Somebody pointed out how much she looks like Pete, and I can't unsee it now. I mean, she does call him her brother. Maybe he really is. Maybe he really is. And the funkle or the uncle is really their dad. It would make so much sense. She looks like a weird Cabbage Patch doll, like a knockoff one, doesn't she? Like a Garbage Pail Kid. Do you remember those? Hectoglamma said she was the bathroom slug all along. She was. I know there's more clips. Where did they go? Oh, good. Okay, they come back up. I started freaking out. I'm like, where's the whole fight with Tracy and the mod meltdown? But don't worry, we still have that too. Her chat was stressing me out because they were talking about salting slugs. And I'm going to show you guys a tweet eventually, but please don't do that to them. Foundy Spiteful Bitch said to Foodie, don't rage at us because you can't vlog sitting up. This is your fault. Wild to me that Chantal Sarraud, pretending to be a Muslim, living in Dara and married to Salah Al Rafi and shooting sexual porn online is allowed in, and then they tag Syria TV News and Syria News for real? I don't know, it's FR, so my head just tells me it's for real. Syria News for real. Oh, look at all these images of her. Top Mommy said, everybody, Christmas has come. She's the prettiest in Girl World. All of us ugly bitches are jelly. Thank you, glorious Girl World. Can't wait to show my colleagues today. I'm going to have a great fucking shift today. I'm going to send this picture to my sister. I know she had to go back to sleep for a little bit. She worked at her new job. She got a job in a factory. I think I told you guys. Then she works at like 3 a.m. So in the morning she goes back to sleep. But I'm going to send this so she will wake up to Foodie Beauty's bald head and all the chins. Oh my gosh. These different angles are cracking me up. It looks worse from the other side. Anyways, why do you bother filtering your chins out? You probably shouldn't, now that we know what you really look like. Don't you have to pay for those filter apps? Save yourself some money, Foodie. You can't afford it anyways. All right, so I do have more clips. Foodie is live again. She said she had no idea FFG was even live. Oh, and she says that she is dressed for this stream. So, okay, you guys who saw FFG get struck in real time, do we know for a fact it was Chantal? Did FFG say Chantal did it or it was YouTube? I believe Chantal did it. She struck me before.
Yeah. I wish I was more dressed, but I'm wearing.
It's cruel to salt slugs. They slowly die from dehydration. It's cruel and they're actually beneficial. I'm not saying invite the slugs to live in your home, but I'm also asking that if you see one, don't just pour salt on it for fun because her chat was kind of being weird.
Wearing a hijab. I'm fully dressed right now. I'm not letting that happen again while I'm here. I'm so sorry if that happened. Thank you, Minna. What do you think a house there costs? Well, I wish you the best, FH. Sorry you're going through breakups. They're never easy. You just gotta let yourself feel your feelings, too.
Sassy cat, hey! Foodie Beauty is most mad at herself because she planned on gouging the abusers for money to remove that hijab. Now it's a non-event yet. She wanted to make more money from it, and the big reveal was going to be when she gets back to Canada, and that moment was taken from her. And I love that for the narcissist. I love it.
Nice, Kimby. Who's in Syria? Me.
And I know I'm being super annoying because I keep asking about the FFG thing, but every screenshot I just said removed for, I thought it said violating terms of service or something. Maybe I have it wrong, but it just said something, it was no longer available, has been removed by YouTube, something like that. So I know I'm being annoying. Anyways, she certainly
Oh,
came
the
back a
San
lot.
Francisco.
So her stream was buffering, but it cuts in and out. That was me
Yeah,
nosing around.
right.
YouTube lover said if FFG got taken down, then obviously she broke YouTube's rules in some way. It is her fault, her behavior, her channel, her responsibility, her consequence. Okay, but this is what I want to say, and I'm no fan of FFG. Why can Foodie have these things up on her channel, but nobody else can? So it's fine for Foodie. She can rage at people. She can call people ugly. She can compare them to animals, post horrible photos of them. And she used to do all of this over and over and over every time she would rage. She even flashed her own live stream. So if this can be on Foodie's channel, why can't anybody else have it up? So yes, it's FFG's channel. She took a risk, but it's one of those fucking things. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Because YouTube is really, really hardly. Wow. Hey, Carrie. Because usually YouTube is very weird with who they take down. You
Yeah,
could
they take down everybody but you. I wonder why. Who are you providing content for? Do you have a feeder that works at YouTube?
strike someone to death, and if they're not breaking terms, they don't care.
Yeah, and she gets away with it.
Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were just trolling, and nothing happened. Who knows? People come in here and say things just to start something, and nothing even happened. Like maybe her
So she probably did strike FFG and she's pretending, oh, people just come in here saying things. I know eventually she says, I didn't even know she was live.
stream wasn't taken down. I don't know. I didn't even know anyone was alive. So
Hey,
whatever.
sugar honey iced tea, hello.
Whatever. Whatever. I do what I want.
So I want to show you guys this because it eventually becomes a shit show. Katie Kate, however you say it, said, is Lily G okay? I don't normally watch the chat since I'm always doing something while listening stream, but I saw a few people yesterday worried about her. Did I miss something? So people start getting worried, asking if she's okay, and then eventually Foodie's chat goes wild.
Missy Med? Is Lily G. I know, I'm worried about her. I am really worried about her.
You were so worried about her that you let your whole chat gang up on her yesterday? Is that how you treat somebody that you're worried about?
Yeah, Christina. Right. Thank you, Carrie.
Is shisha basically a tobacco bomb? Yes. It's kind of amazing. It is. I can't do it all the time. I don't know how she does it 5 times a day, every day. Because even like when you smoke shisha, you're not just smoking for 5 minutes. It's like an hour-long session. And it's smoking a whole lot of cigarettes basically in one session. I think, what did we say? It was like 119. I don't know, some astronomical number. It's a lot of cigarettes, right? To smoke in 1 hour. So picture that a million times a day. And you feel it after too. You feel your chest feels, I don't know, not burnt, but kind of. Kind of. No wonder why her breathing sucks. So I said Tracy's a liar because Lily, I want you guys to see how respectful Lily was. She didn't deserve the shit she got. So Lily goes in and says, I still listen. I left because someone, I won't say who, said America is for whites only. My family is blended. So is mine, Lily. I have Filipinos in my family, Latinos in my family. My daughter's biracial. It's not for white people only, and anybody who thinks that is weird. Okay, the one beautiful thing about America is we all come from different things. And I know it's going to start a whole topic on deportation. I'm not interested in that, right? I'm not interested in that. My dad who stepped up, who has been in my life since I was 2 years old, his grandparents came here straight off the boat from Italy, right? And I think it's beautiful that people come here for opportunities. I do. Now, I think everybody should try and become legal. I mean, if other people can do it, so can you. So can, I'm not talking to you, Lily, but I'm just saying it's a beautiful thing that we all come from different backgrounds. And it would be so fucking boring if we all were blonde haired and blue eyed. I'm sorry. It just would be. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh, the real siren. Thank you so much. I'm late, took a Benadryl to sleep. Just one, slept 10 hours. Oh my gosh, you slept amazing. Do you feel well rested and like a brand new woman? Thank you so much for the super chat. It's so good to see you. Lily is a sweetheart, must be protected at all costs. That's what I think too. That's what I think too. She's always made it known that she doesn't choose sides and she likes everybody. I think she truly wants the best for Chantal. Anyways, the way she was treated after this fucking sucks. It just shows that Chantal wants a hug box. Alright, Scapegoat said, Ahmad did also say, I've been passed around by Bloods, but some weren't even affiliated, and Tracy wasn't even there, so I don't know how she found out. Okay, Scapegoat. Tracy said, it wasn't me. I would never say something like that. You did, bitch. What I do remember is alcohol makes you forgetful. You said it. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was in Rev's stream. And there was so many screenshots that were circulating about what you said, Tracy. Lily said in a Rev stream. Mina even said, Tracy, it was you. Strawberry said, Tracy said that. I think I could be wrong, though. She did say that. Here's the thing, and Lily doesn't have any reason to stir up drama. She liked hanging out in Foodie Beauty's chat. She liked the people there. Why would she just start drama for no reason? So then it progresses, and then Tracy starts threatening Jessica, and then Foodie basically, I said, calling Lily a liar. Lily is not a liar. So Tracy says, Jessica, I will put you way under the bus. Hold on. I will put you way under the bus effing with me like that. I didn't see. I don't know if I have Jessica blocked or she has me or maybe we have each other, but I can't see her in chats. So does anybody know what Jessica said about Tracy? Was Jessica just confirming that Tracy did say that? So she threatens her, which doesn't seem very wise. And hold on, I want to go full screen for this.
Upper lip crumb. No, I want to know who, Lily. I want to know what happened.
Three of the people said Tracy said it in Rev's chat, and there's receipts to prove it.
No, I don't believe it.
Can someone do me a favor right now? If you happen to have the receipt, the proof, the screenshot, can you DM it to me? I'm on Twitter, butterfly in the 19 is my username, or just search Just Breathe In Today, or can you email it to me at justbreatheintoday@mail.com, because I'm going to post it to our community tab, and I'm going to tag Foodie Beauty, because Lily is not lying.
That's a big accusation.
Tracy said, I've never seen anyone say something like that in here because it wasn't in there. It wasn't in there.
Okay, bye, Julia.
And Strawberry says, America is the land of the free and the home of the brave. You know, I'm very proud to be an American. I am. And I've been feeling it more and more lately. I have. We have certain freedoms that, like, I couldn't go to Syria and dress how I wanted and say what I wanted to say. I wouldn't have the right to go back to school if I wanted to in some places. And I'm glad that my daughter gets to grow up in a place where she has freedom and somebody isn't going to tell her how she has to dress or how she has to speak or who she has to believe in. Um, I'm very happy for that. What did she say? What did Tracy say? That America is for white people? She's awful. And for Foodie to be like, I don't believe it. That's a big accusation. Well, stop eating for 2.5 seconds and open your eyes, bitch. I will be tagging you on my community tab. I know you see everything. I know you see everything you're tagged in. You will have no excuse to deny this. Users take so much abuse from Foodie. That part too. Can you imagine if you came here and I just told you all off? Fuck you, sit and spin. Like, would you want to come here for that? I don't believe you, you're a liar. Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to pay somebody else to be abused? I mean, there's some people who are into that, but a majority of people just want to go somewhere and hang out and say hi to their friends, right? They don't want to be told off. I thought this was a really bad idea, though. Somebody said they're going to send me the screenshot. Thank you. I thought it was a really bad idea to threaten Jessica Messica. What I do know is she plays dirty, right? And that's not somebody that you want to be tangled up with and fighting with. It's just not. I remember this stuff that was happening to me when she decided she didn't like me. I don't know, but to be honest, I was a bitch too. I didn't go IRL with her, but I was a fucking bitch. I said a lot of shit about her. I'm saying all this to say is there's some battles that you have to know aren't worth getting into. Like, I don't know, there's some people I'll get in back and forth with, and then there's some people that I just don't want to engage because I know it'll go so fucking low and dirty. And who has time for that? So good luck to you, Tracy. May I suggest you fight with Hecate next because I want to see how that turns out. Anyway, so shit is going down in her chat and her internet is cutting out. I was laughing every time her internet cut out. There was a time she wanted to start raging about Israel and then God shut it down. And I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so Trash Panda says, wait, Teardrop says on Rev Stream, people do make names up. Trash Panda said, if America was a white country, why would we spend so much time tanning? This is true. Oh, wait, I have it. All right, you guys. Check my community tab in like 2 seconds. I'll tell you when to go there. So if you wanted to see the proof of what Tracy said, who do I give this credit to? To the person who texted it to me. Well, I'll edit it back in. All right, you guys, hold on. I'm not looking at my chat for a second. Let's tag Salah too. Thank you, Free the People, for the screenshot. The credit goes to Free the People. Okay. Oh, I think Salah. Oh, no, he didn't block me. Abuse. All right. I'm just going to keep it simple. Lily wasn't lying. It is posted right now. So anybody who is curious, you can see the chat that it happened in. It's in the middle of a Rev stream. Tracy saying, not me on Rev's channel, hell nah. And then there's her in his chat saying, America is a white country. Fuck you, Tracy. So Chas said, yeah, if America was a white country, why would we spend so much time tanning? I like to tan. Robert, I saw someone say that Lily was in one of Yaba's streams saying she's questioning you. What's going on with this chat? Lily can go where she wants. Foodie is not paying Lily's internet bill. She's not paying for YouTube membership, whatever. Lily can go wherever the fuck she wants. Why are people keeping track of where she goes anyways? So why were you guys pretending to be so fake worried about her a couple minutes ago when you've seen her around? Hardly Quinn tells Jessica Meska she's an awful person. Let's see. On Revstream, people do make names up. But why would anybody care to pretend to be Tracy? Right? There's people who make alt accounts for reaction channels and pretend like there's multiple just reasons today flying around. Carrie had multiple people pretending to be her. It's just, it happens, right? Why would anybody pretend to be Tracy in Rev's stream? Strawberry said there was a garbage bag in a leaked screenshot, almost like a pee pad. I've used those before, no shame. Hardly Quinn says Jessica Meska is nothing but a troll and did awful things to Cobes, and now I believe it, no proof needed. Paradox Crazy Eyes is in there. Foodie rages about that version
Black
too.
bags that look like garbage.
All right, hold on. We're
Canadian
gonna make this.
internet.
Shoot.
Yep.
Will you stop playing? I'm trying to pause.
Black bags that look like garbage.
Well, I give up.
Canadian black bags that look like garbage. Canadian internet. Yep. Black bags.
Anyways, YouTube was fucking up yesterday, but I was really amused because it was really pissing her off. And then, oh, there's even Ariel's in there. I remember one day I blocked Ariel and she came in like a minute later. And then I blocked that account. And then it was like 50 accounts in 1 hour. There's no point in blocking Ariel. She comes back. I don't know if that's really Ariel, though. Whose face is that? All right, well, internet was definitely better outside, and I enjoyed seeing the olive tree, so that's my vote. It keeps buffering there. It was better outside, but she couldn't go out there naked. Well, I mean, maybe she could try. I don't think it would end well. Let's keep going. There's more. Tracy is still going off about Jessica Messica and Lily, and anyone really. Someone said Missy Moo died. Foodie's internet still sucks. Okay, so I got curious and I searched for Missy Moo, and she was posting on Twitter just yesterday. So if she is tweeting, she's tweeting from the grave. I think she's still alive. Trash Panda said it's folly, but enough of a connection to keep listening. Teardrop said Hardly Quinn. Yeah, I do remember her going to Swordfish. Tracy says, shut up, Nina. You are disgusting. If you think I said something like that, and Jessica came in here just to say that, and now she's gone, a shit starter. And then somebody said, too many spies are in here. These people are insane. Imagine thinking everybody's out to get you and conspiring when Lily said she's still listening, she's just not chatting. And Jessica Meska, Foodie's cool with, so I don't know why Tracy's having a meltdown. Straight up said, yeah, to keep saying don't go to those channels. They just trash. We don't, though. That's the thing. They can say that reaction channels just bash and it's all hate. But you can go to a Yaba stream and feel like you were just hanging out with your best friends for 2 hours and you feel rejuvenated and ready to take on the day. Over here, we get into like multiple topics. It could be addiction, life in general, our beliefs, whatever. It's not all hate. We talk about music, animals. They just need to tell themselves that because that's all they have in Chantal's chat. Nobody's laughing and having a good time. It seems like these days it's each man for themselves. It's one big fight. Mina said, Tracy TX, classy name calling. I just stated what I saw, and it wasn't a troll. Did you hear about Missy Moo passing away? She's not dead.
After my
Let me go full screen. So pay attention to her chat, you guys. It's buffering and cutting out, but they're still talking. That's where Tracy's going off on Mina. Hold on. Eventually there'll be sound. I think.
she shall probably go.
Hold on.
She shall probably go.
I don't remember if there was. Oh well, we're just going with it.
She shall probably.
She's gonna come back as soon as I abandon my phone and feed my chickens.
I
Oh, we
need
can
to go
hear her.
outside. I know, Brooke.
Okay.
Let me charge my phone up a little bit. Hey, Cat Lou.
Again with this Missy Moo passing away. Chrissy says Mina will metal. What are you saying? I'm late? Receipts, please, anyone? We posted it, bitch. She was demanding receipts. I remember this and it's going to irritate me all over again. She was demanding receipts. Like, how can we show you a receipt in a live stream, Tracy? We can't post a picture in the chat. What were you expecting? But I did post it to my community tab since you watch everything about Chantal. So you did say it. You are racist. Eat shit. I'm still convinced most of her VIPs and moderators are actually deep down trolls. I'm starting to see that Strawberries is. I'm starting to see that. I think a lot of people try and rage, but they don't want to be so obvious, right? Which I think is what they call buddy trolling. So she went outside. I said, I wonder if she's nude out there. Her internet still hates her. Drama is still happening in her chat. It was wild. She didn't even need to be there, but she was. Let's press play. Oh, YouTube lover says, didn't I see Lily and Breezy's chat? Another Lily, maybe? She can hang out here. She made it very clear she still liked Chantal when she started hanging out over here. And we chose to be okay with that because we like her. And at some point, every Beezer sees the light, or most of them, the ones that aren't completely hopeless, like Teardrop and Tracy.
Okay.
Oh gosh, teardrop going on again. My 3-year-old granddaughter has a double ear infection, so me and her both weren't feeling good today. When drama's happening, she has to be like, here, pay attention to me more.
How is it now? Is it better?
Oh, Tracy tells us to up all the way off. Right, Lily? Which Beezer will be with Salon next? Nina?
Is it better, guys?
Maybe.
Maybe
There'll be another Beezer. You know he's already talking to several.
Fuck, so annoying.
Yep. But BBJ tells Tracy to go live. I think she'd be a bigger cow than Chantal. Maybe when Chantal goes to the big buffet in the sky, we could start watching Tracy just to talk shit about her. She doesn't really like when people call her out. So we would just call her out 24/7. Butter Crumpet said she's so fat her tit tattoo is now a neck tattoo. Snarky Pre said this comment took me out. Quick, call my next of kin. It is. You know, when I was 18, I got this and I was super tiny when I was 18. I think I was 103 pounds. I was really small. Anyways, I got this cute little small flower tattooed on my stomach. And then when I got pregnant, boy, that thing grew into a rose garden. It was massive. The cute little flower grew so much. Now it's it's definitely stretched out, but it looks more normal. Well, I also haven't been pregnant in a very long time. So there's that. I need this to be a shirt. When you have a pretty face, you can get away with a lot. Your family really did you a disservice by telling you that you were the prettiest little girl and you had the prettiest face and you were the best singer because they lied to you. And for some reason, you think you're pretty, but you haven't been for a very long time. There's not one thing attractive about you. You don't have good skin. You don't have nice hair. You don't have pretty eyes. They look like shit. You don't have good teeth. You don't have a banging body. You're not funny. You're not witty. You don't do any good for anybody. There's nothing good about you. I know that sounds harsh, but I say this a lot, but I think about when I first started watching Chantal, and I wouldn't say a bad word about her. I wouldn't be unkind to her. I would say I thought she did her makeup well, and I would say I thought she was pretty. And back then, I really believed those things. But now I look at her and I'm just disgusted. There's not one thing that you can say about her. Oh, well, she does her makeup good. No, she does not. She doesn't take care of her skin. Her teeth are rotting out of her mouth. Anyways, it's very sad that she thinks she's so beautiful. And then there's like the prettiest women to walk the earth that struggle with self esteem issues, right? Someone said HRH is fake, Tracy. And so I'm not saying that HRH wouldn't do that, right? Like she lives for the chaos of the internet. It's fun to her. But I'm asking why she would choose Tracy. Why she would choose Tracy. YouTube lover says, and yet everyone has something to say about you, my love. Well, she makes it so easy. 300 viewers, mods beefing, and the worst internet connection in human history. This is her karma. At one point, she had thousands of people watching her, and now it's 300 on a good day. Or like 1,000 if she's fighting with Salah, right? But just her alone, she can't bring in any views. Oh, wait, I wasn't done. I had another screenshot, and for whatever reason, I went away. Tracy said, where's the fake Tracy? There's several in Veronica's chat that use my name and say horrible things, and Veronica believes them. Well, at first she did. Now I'm finished with all the arseholes. Wait, where was the part where I saw that they said HRH was her? Or was I just yapping so much I didn't pay attention? Oh, there it is. Ariel said the fake Tracy is HRH. Does HRH even watch Chantal? I feel like she's more of a Now person. I could be wrong. Now, Crystal Station. I don't even think I've seen her cover Amberlynn Reid stuff. Again, I could be wrong. So she's back for the 5th time. She is addressing Lily leaving her chat. Lily, I hope you feel the love. I hope you feel the love. I felt so bad yesterday watching all this shit go down.
You reason.
So Lily gone too. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Well,
My cousin had the same thing happen with her ladybug tattoo. Really, Lily?
you're gonna change.
Same dandelion. Hey, Kite. It's easier to get a rise out of Tracy. It's very easy. Someone the other day said she was on coke and she had a whole meltdown.
Your name? Change it to, what should they change their name to? They're very organized.
So they're saying, where did Lily go? Maybe she'll appear as a new character, Scrape said. And then Tracy says, teardrop, she chose to leave. Well, why would she stay when you were basically calling her a liar? And then had Chantal calling her a liar because, Chantal can't be upset with you, Tracy. Why would she stay for the abuse? Why? You forced her to leave. It's not like everybody was being kind to her. She was like, you know what, I'll just ignore Tracy. I'll stay because of everybody else. Everybody jumped on her.
chose to leave because she said a mod in my chat was racist or something. But won't give any details. I don't know.
Lily has claimed she's an ex-beezer now. I do hear I'm definitely an ex-beezer. I started slowly realizing things, and the last straw was Tracy.
Yay, we are back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my tummy hurts, man.
Well, stop eating so much. I don't think we're meant to eat a pound of sunflower seeds and whatever else you stuffed in your hole. You know when you eat, we talked about this in the beginning of the stream. Could you imagine feeling like that every day when you have a stomach ache because you ate 2 cheeseburgers or 4 slices of pizza, whatever it is that you overindulged on? You know how you feel like shit and your stomach kind of feels like it's dying slowly. Can you imagine feeling like that and doing that to yourself every single day? That's what she does, and we're supposed to feel sorry for her. So now she's naming her bathroom slug, or her chat was offering names. I can't remember if this was a time where I was reading her chat and people were talking about stepping on snails and salting slugs, and I got very sad. That's the best way I could describe it. I was very sad.
There's a fat one in there.
And Nicole, I want to give you a shout out too because you left the Beezers and we never had to encourage you to. It was just something that you did on your own. So good for you too, and I hope that you are proud of yourselves like we're proud of you.
Disgusting. They're cute though, kind of.
Very cute.
Hey. Ah.
For the
New
slugs?
age. Hugs, not slugs. New episode.
Does anybody does anybody care about this part necessarily? They're thinking of names for the slug. I don't want to get triggered again reading her chat. Again, and I'm not saying go out into your city and invite all the slugs into your bathroom. But I'm just talking about not being cruel, right? We don't need to go around making things suffer. So I want you guys to know what salting slugs, snails, what it does to them. So you'll think twice. It kills through the process of osmosis, which rapidly dehydrates them by drawing water out of their bodies and causing them to die from dehydration. Slugs have moist, semi-permeable skin, and when salt mixes with their mucus and external fluid, it creates a high salt solution that pulls water from the inside of the slug's cells to balance the concentration. Have you ever been really dehydrated because you're hungover, and have you ever felt like you were dying? So imagine somebody spreading salt on you and you dying slowly for 3 minutes. Like, it's not a good feeling, right? I know this isn't a real one, but I needed to really drive the point home, okay? I want people to realize they are cute. Sometimes you just need to look at images or take a photo and zoom in, but they're so cute. They are. And I just don't think that we should make things suffer unnecessarily, right? And they're beneficial in ecosystems because they act as natural decomposers and are food source for other animals. They break down dead organic matter, fungi, and decaying vegetation, recycling nutrients back into the soil. They also serve as a vital food source for predators like birds, frogs, hedgehogs, helping to support biodiversity. Okay, well, that was my TED Talk for the day. Please don't kill slugs, and please don't step on snails. Please don't. Kuwait on the next day, Syria. If anything happens, it was them, and I'll move as soon as I get 10,000 after not getting it for vacay content in Canada, shaking my head. Anna said she watches everyone. She does. I rescue them off the sidewalk so no one steps on them. That's very nice. That's very nice. I wish there were more people like you out there. I know some people are really afraid of bugs, but just walk around them. Don't make eye contact. We don't need to kill them. The hijab is coming off. I'm terrified of house centipedes. I don't kill them though. I don't. I'll call my dad or just ignore it and hope it goes away. Usually they're kind of more scared of people and they don't really like the daylight too much, so you kind of see them creeping and crawling around at night. But like I'm terrified of those and I won't even kill those. Okay, I know I'm like boring everybody with my bug talk. So the hijab is coming off, in my opinion, and she kind of hints to it or says it in so many words. So somebody in her chat asks her, Luke says, what are you confused about? The faith or just whatever you need to keep wearing the hijab if that's not too personal? And this is her response.
I don't know. He's never bad. He doesn't bad talk Kuwait or anything like that. You know, I think he did to some degree. I mean, like he liked having his business, and you know, he has friends in there. So
He had a cushier life there.
yeah, I'll talk more about it in Canada, Luke. Halfway there. Mortadella. No.
Something changed with Salah from Kuwait to now. I'm not saying he was ever a good person, a good guy. I'm not saying he was ever the greatest catch, but he was different in Kuwait. And I don't know if it was because his life was cushier and he had so many things at his fingertips and he was living on top of the world and now he's just barely getting by. But something's changed, right? But even the way he talks to her, reacts to her, looks at her, for example, he truly lost everything because of her. He did. He didn't know his family before, and I know family's everything, okay? So technically he didn't, and he's reconnected with people he's never met before or hasn't seen for God knows how long. So now he's getting things back, but it's not like how it was for him in Kuwait. It's not. I rescue a lot of snails. Tone! That's awesome. I heard that Chantal has a shard of glass in her foot. She does, Vicky, that she hasn't removed. She isn't moving other than hopping from couch to bed. Can she hop on one leg though, or would that leg snap? I don't know. Kuwait was best for Salah. It was. He was thriving in Kuwait. Remember, he acted like he owned the place. He would drive around honking at people, zooming past the streets, and now he kind of has to watch his back. And what sucks, if you've ever been, I don't know, this is the best example I have in addiction where you constantly have to watch your back. It sucks when you have to watch your back and somebody else's back too. You're constantly on guard. You're constantly on guard. She's a burden. That's the best way to say it. No Name gifted her $100 for whatever you want or need or want. I said, here's some binge money. Maybe because he had to run away and he doesn't care about her anymore, probably. Owl, hi, good to see you. Thimble, I like stink bugs because they are easy to escort outside. They don't try and run. I don't think I've ever seen a stink bug in person. You know what bug though I find very cute? I don't think it's technically something else. A roly-poly. Those are adorable. Roly-polies are adorable. Most bugs are actually very cute. I think you just have to. I'm serious. If you look at images, like look up bee, something you're really scared of, or if you're scared of spider, look up jumping spiders, and you'll see that they have the cutest little faces in the whole world. So bugs are scary, I feel like, because we don't know enough about them, right? But then if we do our research and we learn that they're more scared of us than anything, and they're so small, what are we really so scared about? We're giants compared to them. Well, shuffling, I should say, but she would be putting, yeah. I live by the woods and see stink bugs all the time. Let me look up a stink bug. I feel like I generally know what one looks like. Stink bug. It's cute with its little armor. It looks like it's gonna battle and war. Oh, there's a really cute one. It has like a rose gold color in it. They're adorable. It's an invasive insect from Asia that is, oh, it's a pest. Well, it's still cute. It's a pest for crops like fruits and vegetables, causing, oh no, I don't want to read this because I don't want people to kill stink bugs. Oh gosh. Okay, here's a way you can prevent them if you're scared of them. Seal cracks, vacuum daily, eliminate broadleaf, biological control is being developed. That sounded scary. Says, why shouldn't you squish a stink bug? Well, you shouldn't anyways. They're not dangerous to people if you're scared of them. They're not dangerous to people. They don't bite, sting. They don't spread disease. Their primary harm is being a pest that can destroy crops, but they're not going to hurt you. So just leave them alone. Or, I don't know, tell them to leave your crops alone. I warn bugs. I warn ants. I tell them that they have 1 hour to leave. I'm very weird. I got that from my Wiccan friend, to be honest. She would always tell me that she gave bugs warnings to leave and that most of the time that they left. So I tried it. It never really worked for me with ants. I'll just be flat out. They never wanted to leave, but I do try and warn them all. Anyways, I said when the Captagon hits, I don't remember what she was doing right here, but let's just take a little gander.
Do 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 do.
Can you imagine just sitting around nude, going do all day? I wish I had the time. My brain is always already thinking about the laundry that's in the dryer, waiting for me to fold it. That'll be a good time. Yay! I think my family thinks I have a laundry addiction. They just give me all the laundry. Anyway, she's sitting around high and nude, and that's why Salah didn't come home, okay? She was going to rage about Israel, and God shut it down. And I was so proud in this moment, okay? I remember the other day her saying Netanyahu should be hanged, and I found that to be very disgusting. Very disgusting. And she certainly feels, I don't know, I'm just going to stop talking. She's disgusting, okay? She's fucking disgusting, and I love that God shut her down. All right, full screen, hopefully. Watch, it doesn't even play.
Lucas, how do you feel about Israel killing 40,000 or more, way more actually at this point, Palestinians?
That's not what they asked. They asked, how did you feel about Hamas killing innocent people hours in the streets right after the peace signing? That's what they asked you, Chantal.
How do you feel about Israel?
And then God shut it down. God is an awesome God. I don't like her. I don't have anything kind to say about her. I don't understand why she's still here. And I don't know what that says about me, probably nothing good. But I think about all the good people that are taken from us and why she still gets to waddle around spreading hate and disgusting things. Friendly reminder, her husband was praising Saddam Hussein on his Facebook. Why do you catfish people, Foodie? Salah even knows what you look like at this point, and it's nothing like this. You could have skin like this. You don't exfoliate, you don't wash. I don't understand why. Do you like having congested pores? She looks nothing like this photo. And you can say a lot of people will put like a light filter over or whatever, but you don't change your weight, the shape of your face, and everything else, right? Sometimes I make myself look a little tanner when I'm feeling very pale. But I'm not like taking 300 pounds off my weight, giving me a new chin, a new nose, new eyebrows. It doesn't happen because then you're not you because they stink. Breezy, I love your fascination with bugs and what they look like. You're a breath of fresh air. You know, I feel like I used to be one of those girls. I did. I used to be, oh, a bug. But like, I wasn't ever really afraid of them. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. I thought we were supposed to be afraid of snakes and lizards. I'm not afraid of them. I think they're cute. Would I own a snake? Probably not because I have a weird fear about it getting out and like swallowing my 10-pound dog. But I'm not scared of them, right? Lizards, they're actually really funny. I've had bearded dragons that are like puppy dogs and they follow you around and they cuddle. It's just all of these things I think are more scared of us than we are of them, right? How realistic, unless you're allergic to a bee, should you really be running through the city? Ah, it's not going to do anything to you. It's following you because you're carrying on. You know, I feel like that's it with the most part. Most flying bugs don't wave your arms around and go, yeah, and do that because they're just going to keep flying at your head. Anyways, Mrs. H said catfish asked clown. She should be on catfish. Oh, what if that is that show still on? What if when she goes back to Canada, she starts paying for sex again, and then she meets a new matter and she becomes obsessed with him? What if? What if? And start sending photos or whatever else. But before they've met for sex, the person does their research, and then they find out what she really looks like. And then they call her out publicly. God, please let this happen. You know, Yava manifested the cam slip. So maybe put all of your energy, let's do it all at once and put it out into the universe. And let's see what happens. So why is Chantel lying down next to her garbage? Because she is trash. But to be clear, the trash bag is this large woman right here. I don't like living things like Foodie. I like. Surely this is the blobbiest she has been. I don't see her being fit for another 30-hour flight. It's too risky. Will she survive it? I mean, I guess we'll find out. You guys, there's this whole conspiracy going on about her dress. So Fat Cow has been posting screenshots and she's buying new dresses and saying they're the same. Tell me which part of the three dresses, like look at each one and tell me what lines up and what's exactly the same other than the colors. Really look at these. It's a different dress. Look at the orange right here, the orange stripe on her shoulder. It's not there in the first picture. It's not there. So she's buying dresses, probably upping 5X, 6X, whatever it goes up to, and she's telling us she's still in a 3X. That is not the same dress. That is not the same dress. And you can argue that maybe she's just positioning it different, whatever. No, none of it is the same. These dresses, while similar in color, it's just not the same. It's a brand new dress. It is. It is. I know at one point I think she was wearing it backwards, but she's getting new dresses. Fat Cow said when she first got it, worn backwards. Middle is Starbucks in Kuwait, worn the right way around. Right was from yesterday, worn backwards again. Stripes don't match in any picture, but first and last pictures especially. Foodie, you should be so embarrassed. I know you're not, but if you have to buy new dresses and try to convince people that you're still a 3X, we can see you're not. You haven't been a 3X in years. What is, did they make a 7X? Does she just start wearing tents after this? Mrs. Morris said, look at the stripes under the breast, the vertical ones, very different. Good catch. They are. Hold on. You can see the first one has gray right underneath the boobs. Well, the second picture, her boobs may have ate it, but it's not there in the third one, right under her breast. Anyways, I would never show my face again if I was her. This is bad. This is bad. Hey, radioactive llama, even if it were backwards, the sleeves wouldn't change. Exactly. Anyway, so she's buying new dresses on Temu, probably weekly. Ambrielle said, big backed beluga. Is this herpes or crack? It's herpes. It looks painful. Didn't she say the other day she had a big pimple on her lip? I could have swore she said it in a live. But it's the same herp that's been making appearances since Nader first gave her herpes. Don't you have to be on daily medication to avoid outbreaks? Apparently, she's not taking it. Every time you eat or drink, ouch. Ooh. And I like a lot of citrusy stuff. That was shit would burn. Oh. Ooh. Well, I'm glad it hurts her. Very glad. Here's a drawing of her camera slip up. Her eyes are going in two different directions. The tattoo, the nostrils are even accurate. Look at the cone head. Fat Cow said fixed it. Never finished any of the meds. Look at the order of the colors. Hold on, we're going back. Yeah, if that doesn't convince you, she's such a fucking liar. And what's wild is every day she works so hard to convince her audience that the reaction channels are just reaching. We lie, we do this, we do that. It's not hard to realize these are very different dresses. And it's not hard to see that she's not losing weight. And she doesn't weigh less than she did in Canada or whatever. No, She's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't even know if she still fits through a doorway. Yeah, she never takes the medication anyway, so it wouldn't matter. I would just think a normal person wouldn't want to deal with the outbreaks, but she's not normal, right? I mean, think of the outbreak somewhere else if you didn't take daily medication. Oh my God. This is why it's so important to have use protection if you're sexually active. This is my PSA of the day. Use protection and always ask somebody to get tested and ask to see the test results before you sleep with them. Because if there's one foodie beauty out there with the STDs and sleeping around like she did before, there's many more foodie beauties. So this is not that I like foodie beauty, but I know she's struggling with money. So you can actually, uh, what is the right word? Not detox your skin yourself. You can do peels. Like the Ordinary has a really good peel. It's a chemical peel, but you can only leave it on for a certain amount of minutes or else it hurts. So, and always use gloves and really do a test patch before. I started using, and then I graduated from the Ordinary. I don't want to say graduated. I guess my skin is weird. Like I'll use a product for a while, and then it'll just decide it doesn't like it, and then I just have to switch to a different brand, basically. So now I'm using Good Molecules. I think it was like $6 for a bottle, right? And you put it on a few times a week, overnight, and it exfoliates your skin and it gives you a glow and it helps with all the congestion. That is what she needs. Also, there is nothing wrong with just a washcloth and some soap and give your face a nice little scrub, but not too hard. And wash your face more than once a day. These are things that will help you not have pores that you can swim in, unless you want to. This is so bad. Foodie, what have you become? You used to have nice skin. Now you resemble bacon. Bacon. That's a good one. I had to take my dog out. That's okay. Nasty Foodie. And hey, just gone up to 8XL on Temu. So she's probably in an 8XL. I mean, she has to be. She has a lot of stomachs. When her mom said, just look at what Foodie Beauty has done to her skin. She looks like this with filters. We all have texture, but her pores are either giant or blocked. Well, they're giant because they're congested. It's so filled with all that shit, grease, oil, whatever, that her pores are just growing. And you can't really reverse that, but you can have your pores clean. Like you can't shrink your pores. You can temporarily shrink them or make them look shrunk, or you could temporarily minimize them. But the key too is just not having dirty ass pores. Soap and water, my friends. Soap and water. She looks like a penis. She looks like a penis. Exactly. She looks like a penis. And not a very attractive one. If you saw a penis that looked like this, would you go les? Because I would. I would. Anyways, someone asked, what is this type of beard called? It's called You Should Never Do It. What is the point? Wouldn't that itch your neck so bad? I would just live in a turtleneck. Is that real? Anyway, someone asked, what is that type of beard called? And Red Zesty said, my hair is so thick and long now, guys. Her hair? Yeah, I'm sorry, but if that stench came on my flight, I would refuse to fly if she was not removed. Same. I would be bringing back so many great beauty products from the Middle East, like Korea. She won't, though. She won't take advantage of it. Aren't perfumes supposed to be like a big thing in the Middle East? Like everybody loves their perfumes and there's all the variety and you could smell good all day. I'd be bringing home perfume for my sister and my mom. Offered some nearly the weekend, so let's take off our hijabs, you guys. Let's let the chins free. Or in your case, probably just one chin that you have. I'm so excited it's almost the weekend. I don't really have anything big planned this weekend. I don't have my daughter this weekend. So I think I'm going to try to catch up on a bunch of stupid, mindless fucking TV that I've been waiting to watch forever. I want to watch all the Below Decks. I want to watch all the Housewives. I want to watch all the Vanderpump Rules, even though I've seen them all. I need to see all of that, even the Valley. I probably won't. I'll probably actually get shit done. But in my head, either Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to watch stupid TV. I'm going to love every moment of it. Uh, I was listening to Elvis. I like him. Well, I like his music, I should say. Every song that I've heard him sing, I love his gospel music. That was a big thing growing up in my house. I remember going to my grandparents, and my grandpa would either listen to Elvis Presley gospel music or he was obsessed with Johnny Cash. He was like obsessed with him. Johnny Cash is amazing. Anyways, I was listening to Burning Love, the Aloha from Hawaii. I like Elvis in Hawaii. I feel like he really comes alive there. His music just sounds different in Hawaii. I don't know why. It just does. And then I was listening to Jerry Lee Lewis, and I had the time of my life. If you've never watched him play, and you like music, please search Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis, but make sure you can actually like see him. He doesn't ever look at the piano. He just like bangs in the right places and it sounds like the most amazing music your ears will ever hear. He makes it look so effortlessly. He can stand up, he can do it with one hand, he could do it upside down, he could do it backwards, he could do it blindfolded. I've never seen anybody play like that and I get excited. I actually screamed this morning. I don't know if I've never like I've heard the song a million times. I've watched the music video, but this morning was different. I was actually taking the time to watch him play and I screamed. I was so excited. Anyways, all right, let's keep going. I have a few more tweets for you, I think. Wait, I have Nicole's song. Oh, and then I was listening to Jimmy Buffett. I love Jimmy. Rest in peace. Well, rest in peace to all the musicians who have passed. I don't think they realize, or maybe they do, how much their music does for some of us. Like, music, there's a lot of reasons why I'm still here today, but I can tell you that music is one of the reasons. Like there was times where I would play one song over and over just to get me through a day, and oftentimes it was Jimmy Buffett. Oftentimes it's been Dave Matthews Band. Oftentimes it's been Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. It really doesn't matter, but there's been a song that's kept me alive, and there's been a song that's kept me here. And Jimmy, you got me through some really fucking hard times. You really did, and I will forever smile when I hear your music and see your beautiful angelic face. You are such a vibe, and I think the world would be better off if we all played Jimmy Buffett more often. Okay, let's keep going. It's music is dead now. It's also auto tuned. That's the thing. Like when I listen to Elvis, for example, or Jimmy Buffett, like there's no auto tune. There's no fake. It was just their talent, and you don't really have that these days. Jimi Hendrix did the same stuff on the guitar. That's so cool. They are absolutely awful. So I'm gonna look up Jimmy. What song? I've heard Jimi Hendrix, but today, if you can hear me or have me listen to any song, what would you have me listen to? And I will play it today. When I was in middle school, Sum 41. I loved Sum 41 too. I still do. I still do. They're really, really good. And Derek's been through some shit. One day, if you guys have time, search his story. Search his story, and it's very inspiring. It is. Okay, what is this? Big bald bitch. I feel like we need this on a bumper sticker. I want to gift it to somebody at Christmas. Do you guys do gag gifts in your family? We do real gifts too, but every once in a while I'll get my sister something or she'll get me something. So we have to open it in front of everybody and be embarrassed. And I kind of think this might be the gift this year. Kind of. Anyway, my sister has beautiful hair. You're not bald if you're listening, sister. I wish I had your hair on my head. I do. And I also wish I was naturally blonde, but I'm not. What is this? Oh, you guys. Okay. If you are looking to donate to a good cause, right? To a good cause that is not getting somebody 900 pounds a mobility scooter or feeding them a nashi, there is this account. And a lot of people from Girl World follow them. Let me take you there really fast. They're a rabbit rescue. And I know that I don't know if they're in Girl World, but I know a lot of people from Go will follow them, and I see their tweets often, right? So I went and followed, and I wanted to know more about their GoFundMe. And let's see, you could see some of their bunnies. What did you just send me? Look at this one. What a champ. He loves the fluffle shed. He's so sprightly around it. He's put on 1.7 kg in weight since he arrived. He knows love. Oh my gosh, you were so cute, TJ. Anyways, I saw people retweeting this account. So if you're looking for a good cause to donate to, one that does a lot of good, they post everything that they do, and they're very transparent with their funds. I know they said that they needed help right now. So, in the off chance that you are looking for somewhere to donate to, I will. Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue is the name of it. And let me read their tweet for you guys. Sorry, I just want to show people who actually need help, right? Like, Foodie gets paid so much money for no fucking reason. She doesn't provide good content. She's not doing any good. She barely comes on camera anymore. And then there's places that are going out of their way and treating rabbits, right? So they said, oh fuck, I didn't mean to scroll past it. The fundraiser has slowed right down. I've not been posting it because I've been distracted. And they just asked if one person could donate $1, and it looks like people are donating. So there's that. Anyways, they do a lot of good. Check them out, please. Peach Slick said, Girl World is a community of animal lovers. Fuck Foodie Beauty and her mobility scooter and sex doll grift. Help the bunnies. Saji has the cutest bunny named DMX. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. There is a cat shelter that's going to have to shut down, and you know what? Can you give us a link, Lily? Because maybe we can get the name out there, and if people are looking to adopt, they can go adopt. Can you tell me the name or link, and me or one of the mods will look it up? Let's keep going, you guys. Yep, said, according to the armor, Chantal Thoreau means Boulder pants. Very appropriate. So they said, I was curious, so I looked up the pronunciation of sorrel. It's sorrow. Okay, you say it like sorrow. Anyways, I could never figure out how to say her last name before, and it's sorrow, like sorrow. I can't talk. Chantel means boulder, and sorrow means pants. So she is Boulder Pants. She was born to be the woman we see. I feel like one day I looked up what my name really meant. And I feel like I was a female dog or a female donkey. I can't remember. But I'd rather be that than Boulder Pants. I'd rather be that. So from now on, Boulder Pants is her name, you guys. All right, we're going to look at a Falafel Reacts clip, and then I have a music video that Nicole made for us. So I'm very excited to show that. This is your daily reminder. If you're not subscribed to Falafel Reacts, you should be. She is smart, beautiful, and funny. And she has hair that you can look at on her head. So let's see what she's doing here. Spinning.
Okay. Sit and spin. Sitting. I'm spinning, bitch. Okay. Sit and spin. Sitting. I'm spinning, bitch. Okay.
She does it so flawlessly. Look at her go, spinning because the chair can handle her weight. She's cute. I think she's very cute. Her personality is fun too. Yaba said, I would like to take this moment and thank God, all of my supporters, my wife for supporting my weird and unhinged addiction, and last but not least, myself, because goddamn, we spoke this shit into existence today. Like the Candles boys, Big Mama's coming home. I love Yaba. She's just funny. Okay, so I gotta slow down the song. Okay, that's the only thing. So to get around copyright, I have to slow it down. But I was laughing the whole time. I'm gonna mute myself so you guys can enjoy it. All right, I think this is how I got around it one time. I slowed it down this much. All right, thank you, Nicole. If you're still here listening, we love you.
Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't crying when I walk in the spot. Yeah, this is what they see. Okay.
Okay, fuck it. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute it out at the end. We gotta listen to it real time. If for some reason the stream goes down because of the song, it was good seeing you.
Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trying. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay, an old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared.
Oh, fuck my life.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my ball. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan the cheeks. This time roll, got a cardboard box that I call home. I can see it in the job, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trying. Please give me some. I'm too sexy for my love. Too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I am too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. The way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model. You know what I mean? And I do my little turn.
Nicole, thank you so much for making that. You did such a good job. I'm crying. I'm crying. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. If Foodie goes live, I will try to hop on and snipe. If for some reason we miss it, I'll come back tomorrow morning, but I'm going to try my hardest to jump on. Andrea, Taylor Vaughn, and the Real Siren, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you to everybody for hanging out. I really have to pee. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody.